Welcome to the live gem sale. My name is Pete the Peacock, and so I have some people, that do this too, but anyway, I look better than they do today, so I'm gonna be kind of showing you what's here, and I'm not experienced, so I might not do a good job, but if you could just, I don't know, say hi to Pete or whatever, or maybe I need my own Instagram, or, because, I am a peacock.
Hello, everyone.
And welcome.
Welcome.
Just when you thought it couldn't get weirder.
Oh, but it can. It so can.
If you're living in my world,
yeah.
I can always take it to the next level of weird. Welcome into the Sage Goddess Live Gem Sale. This is Pete the Peacock coming in live.
Taking it down.
He's coming in hot today. Oh, shit. You were worried? You were going to be late? Well, you can never be late because I'm always late.
Technically, this is a bracelet, but can
Listen.
be adorned as a necklace if you
Listen.
are a fine feathered friend.
I can't imagine anybody's going to buy this for their peacock, but, maybe you're a very, very generous peacock parrot.
I'm just going to put him in the back there, a little decor. Hello, everyone, and welcome.
I don't even know what to say. We're keeping it weird. We're keeping it real. And this is the Sage Goddess Live Gem Sale.
It's freezing in here.
No, well, I had a little bit of a fever today.
It's cold.
He's cold. I was hot. Welcome to menopause, everyone. Anyway, we are here. We're happy to be with you. Welcome to the Live Gem Sale. Let me kind of tell you what this is in case you stumbled on this and you don't know who you are, where you are, how you got here.
That's me.
Which is pretty much the story of his life. So this is the Sage Goddess Live Gemstone Sale. This happens every other Tuesday from 3 to 6 p.m. here on YouTube. And it's kind of the best of the best of what we have. And we started this actually because we are really blessed that we come across some unique things. And sometimes we only have one of them, you know what I mean? Or we have 5 of them, or maybe we have 50 of them. But they're very limited quantities, and over these 10 years of Sage Goddess, we've developed these really cool friendships with artists and people who create really magical, one-of-a-kind things. And so all of that gets showcased in our live gem sales. Everything I'm going to show you today is for sale. You got to be quick on the draw, which means get your kids off the Fortnites and the TikToks and all those things. Tell them, mom and dad need their internet connection, right? Because you got to be quick. Make sure your feed is set to live chat.
Live chat.
And not to top chat.
Not top chat.
Because otherwise you're going to see things out of order and you're going to be like, what the heck is going on here? It is because we see live chat but not top chat. Everything that I show you in these sales that Dave and I show you is, we've already checked against eBay and Etsy. So it's the best price. And I tell you that because if I would be checking, right? Is this the best price I can get? We've already done the checking.
Barbara is for sale.
He's $9.99. That's $9.99. Not $999. Mostly because of bad behavior the last 2 weeks.
Typically it's because of that on discount.
He was $999, and I discounted him.
Move the decimal.
Anyway, or free or best offer. Sold. I love that Barbara's buying Barbara. It's appropriate. Anyway, everything, it ships free in the U.S. So not only is it the best prices on stuff, but it all ships free in the U.S. And if you're outside the U.S., anywhere outside the U.S., it's $5 an item, even if it weighs 5 billion pounds, which some of these things do.
They do get heavy, but not.
They don't weigh 5 billion pounds,
They
but
better not.
you get the point. So shipping's super cheap. Plus, if you spend $100 today, you can spread your payment out over 6 weeks, 4 payments at no interest using QuadPay, which is kind of cool. And you can use that on your invoice.
You sure it's not 6 payments over 4 weeks?
I don't know.
No, I'm just messing with you.
It's X number of payments.
And this is why I'm $9.99.
Over Y number of weeks. Let's insert the variable. And so who cares? It's a couple of payments over a couple of weeks. So it equals, you don't have to pay it all today.
Okay.
Okay. If you shop You're going to get an invoice tomorrow. So the main thing is if you want to buy something tonight, you have to go and have an account at sagegoddess.com. You don't have to go do that. Do not leave here right now. You can do it after we're done tonight. Before tomorrow, you have to have an account at sagegoddess.com, and you put your YouTube handle in there.
What's your
and that's how we
YouTube
reach
handle?
At Rainbow Monkey Cat.
So whatever you're named here in YouTube, you got to plug that into the website, into your profile, and you can do so later on after the event tonight, if you haven't done so.
Do you guys have any questions? I always love to ask, is anybody new? Anybody coming to the live gem sale for the first time?
How come you're so far off the camera? Like you're
I don't
so
know.
far away.
Well, I don't. It's.
Is it like personal space? It's a personal space issue.
I have personal space issues.
Just checking.
Well, what am I going to do? Sit on your lap? I mean, I don't think they realize how close
That's
we
a
are.
different show.
Stay tuned at the end of this sale
Hey,
for me climbing on that man. I'm married to him, so it obviously
yeah,
wouldn't be that
if that
exciting.
wasn't obvious, that could be really awkward watching
Well, I mean,
right now.
what if they think we're just business partners or something, and all of a sudden I'm
And I
twerking
watched
on
it,
him.
and she hit on this guy, and I've never seen a co-host act like that.
I hate to tell you, we've done it at least twice. We have 2 children.
Oh, I thought you meant events.
God help us all. Are you ready for this? I don't even know. Sometimes he thumps my belly, but we try to keep that, off screen.
Off screen.
I'm ready for this. Are you ready? Michelle is 4 years new. QVC After Dark, which I would get fired from QVC. Thank you for not judging us, Karen Carly. Ursula's here. Yes, I missed you too. Is Jessica Hicks here? Because it's her birthday today, and I have a birthday present for her, and I'm going to show it to her live, and I'm going to ship it to her tomorrow.
Her phone's going to blow up now.
I know. Please tell Jessica Hicks I have a birthday present for her, and I'm not going to show it to her until she's here. And if she's not here, it's okay. I will post it on her page
We'll
later.
just give it away to somebody else.
Alexis is here. Hannah is here. Claire might be here.
Claire's here.
There might be other people here. Some of the product team from Team SG might be here. Aloha, and welcome to all of our friends.
Cindy,
We're really happy to
Karen,
have you.
and Lori, and Melissa, and Aaron, and Sherry.
I know. I see. It's like romper room, right? So
Jessica's here.
Jessica's here. So happy birthday to you, Jessica.
Happy birthday.
Jessica Hicks has been a really dear friend to me for a very long time. She is responsible for Deborah the Zebra. You want to show Deborah? Deborah the Zebra is one of my pandemic pals. And this was a gift from Jessica Hicks. Now, Deborah has been appropriately adorned, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I think so.
In a sapphire mala and a red rose flower crown. I was a little labradorite in that too. Deborah's third eye is open.
No, what's the name of the lion?
Now, Leo the lion is
Leo.
Deborah's domestic partner.
Just getting a little close here. Hey.
Well, she has good boundaries. Leo is clingy, okay, and it really bugs Deborah. So Pete now is their, I wouldn't call it a referee, but Pete makes sure that Deborah doesn't climb on Leo because it really makes Leo uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they're separated. Anyway, happy birthday
Now you know
to
the whole backstory, okay? Yeah.
I have an active imagination. So Jessica, this is a necklace that I chose for you because it's made by Nicole, my friend Nicole. I'll have Dave show it to you. I chose this for you as a gift. I'll mail it to you tomorrow. It's carnelian, but it's rainbow carnelian. It has like red and orange and yellow and pink and all the different colors in it in copper and gold. Isn't it beautiful? So, and I'm sending this to you, Jessica. I chose this as your birthday gift because you are a fire that illuminates the path for many of us. And so I thought, what a beautiful amulet to send to you to remind you when you need illumination and fire and all of those things, that we can give that back to you. So thank you for, like the hermit, lighting the way with all your Aries magic and treating us and taking care of us. Jessica's like, just such a kind and gentle soul. So we love you. Happy birthday. Thank you for being here for a few minutes, and enjoy your necklace. It's a gift from me to you. I love that. I really thought, like, what can I send you? I wanted to give you something from my own collection, and that's what stepped forward. So enjoy. I'll put it on. I'm going to wear it for the show. And then at the end of tonight, I'll take it off, Jessica, and send it to you. And I hope it just brings you a lot of warmth and joy and passion and goodness and all the things that you are.
Might come with some purple hair.
Yeah, if there's a hair in it, what are you going to do? It's all right. It's hair with love.
All right, so
okay.
How does it work? How
Rock
do people
and roll.
participate?
Oh, how do you shop? So glad you asked.
Right.
Well, when I show you something, I'm going to tell you all about it. I'm going to tell you more or less how much it costs, so you can decide if you want to say sold or not. And then I'm going to say what it is and how much it is. Team SG, which is my peeps who have the gold box around Sage Goddess, they will then say, Trapeche Amethyst and the price. And then as soon as they post the thing and the price, you can say sold. And then the first ones to say sold get the thing.
Sold, the name, and the price of the thing.
Yeah, sold, the name, and the price. So what people do is they select. So when Team SG posts, they're ready. They select what Team SG said, and they cut and paste.
Comment sold, boom.
Sold, boom, okay.
And then the Team SG will go ahead and reply after a minute or so saying who won the item.
Does that make sense? Does that work for everybody? Hi, Zoe from the UK.
Hello, Zoe.
It's late in the UK. It's 11:30 where you are, girl. Thank you for staying up. We love you. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
And Dave and Pete over here are primed at the pump.
I have an assistant now. I'm like,
Pete has a primed pump. Pete the peacock has a primed pump.
So we're going to get started
baby.
here.
By the way, we have no wine today because I had a fever.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're being healthy. Look at these beautiful things.
Hello, pretty.
Okay. Oh, look at Dave going in alphabetical order. Oh. But you know what? It's good that he did.
V for victory.
A for amethyst. If you turn it upside down. This is Trapeche Amethyst. Let's talk about it. Okay, amethyst, is one of my favorite stones. And amethyst is relatively common, right? So we don't get excited about it. Unless it's not common amethyst like this. This is called Trapeche. Do you see how there's like a hub and spoke kind of pattern in there? It's like dark purple and then light and dark and light. And so there's 3 triangles of the dark and 3 of the light. So it creates what we call like a hub and spoke. Yeah. This is called Trapeche. Trapiche, Trapeche amethyst. It comes, some you'll find in Brazil, most of it comes from Spain. These pieces are not just amethyst. You see the black in there? That's goethite. So Trapeche amethyst sometimes grows with a secondary mineral called goethite. If I forgot to tell you and you're new, by the way, get a notebook, because even if you don't shop tonight, I'm going to teach you a whole bunch of stuff. So you'll learn a lot about the metaphysical properties of a lot of really cool crystals tonight and build your crystal wisdom. So the purple is amethyst, the white around the border is feldspar, and the black is goethite, which is a really powerful healer of trauma. If you've had a lot of trauma that you've gone through, it really starts to stabilize your central nervous system. Trapeche amethyst is rare. It's like star ruby and star sapphire. Less than 5% of all amethysts evidence the Trapeche pattern. Isn't that cool? I know. If you want to call it trapeche, some people call it trapeche, but it's Trapeche. But tomato, tomato. Pete says, I like it. Peacocks like purple. God, it's weird. Okay. We haven't had these for you like this before. Now, sometimes I do like to bring you just the loose stones. My friend Nicole, who made this, and my friend Sylvia, who makes jewelry, they can take this and turn this into 9 shades of magic. I mean, Nicole could take this and set this into copper and make you an amulet out of it, right? It'd be very cool. So I encourage you, if you're buying, we have a couple of loose stones for you tonight. If you're buying loose stones, take them to a jeweler and kind of let them have a field day with it. You'll be amazed at what you can make. And I'll tell you, if you buy your stones separately and have them set, you're going to spend less on your jewelry and get a piece that you really like because it's custom and unique to you, right? Okay, so we have 2 sizes. So Dave will show you. I have 24 of the small, which is about 1 inch to 1.5 inches.
That's these 2.
And then I have 19 of the medium, and they are 1.5 inches to 2. And these are Trapeche amethyst. They have hematite, a little bit of hematite, and lots of goethite in them, as I said. So grounding, trauma healing, peace, balance, detoxification, and all the things. So the small pieces, I have 24. They're $16 a piece. And the medium pieces, these are some of the most affordable items in the show, by the way. So if you're here and you're like, I just want to get something, I don't know what, but I'm hoping there's something in my price range, you may want to consider these. And then the medium size, 1.5 to 2 inches, I have 19. Those are $24 a piece. You call it caprese? I love it. Caprese, trapiche.
Hey, Mamma
Sounds like
mia.
cheese. I'll eat it. Give it to me. I'll take it. Anyway, congratulations. It's kind of fun, right? And it's unique, and it's something that you're not going to find every day of the week. And the small ones are the perfect size if you want to have a ring made. And I would say the medium-sized pieces would be really good if you want to have a pendant made out of that. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, aren't they neat? I'm happy for you. Congratulations. You're adding trapiche amethyst to your crystal collection, and then those could go on your healing tray too. They don't have to be made into jewelry. They're really just like almost like bra stones or flat stones, so you don't have to do that. You can carry it in your pocket, your purse, your panties, your wherever you want to stick it in.
Wow.
Don't tell them we put things in our panties.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Every once in a while. What are panties for if they're not there to hold crystals? Do you ever wonder when he was a little boy, thinking
Nope.
about one day growing up and getting married and hope I find a wife who talks in public about putting crystals in her panties.
Not awkward at all.
I don't know that he I don't think he dreamed about that.
Not awkward. At all.
But it's what he got, and he's happy about it. Congratulations. My fever might be making me lightheaded, but that's okay. Maybe it'll be a really exciting show.
I think so.
I'm ready for it. Oh, Tanya, you and me both, girl. There are trapiche emeralds, and they're incredible. And then there are fake trapiche emeralds. Have you seen those on eBay? I swear to you, they take an emerald and they take a Sharpie. Go on eBay and look up trapiche emeralds.
Oh my god.
You'll find the real ones, which are like $8 bajillion, and then you'll find people who have these ones where they literally have drawn a Sharpie, like triangles with a Sharpie. You know, anyway. It makes you laugh. Just don't fall for it. It's not real. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think any Virgo wishes for that. I really don't. But at the same time, they're like, God, my life is boring. Please send me somebody exciting.
Exactly. Who likes to talk about sapphire hearts?
But that wasn't next.
No.
Why
Oh my!
you-
A rule breaker. Rule breaker.
Just don't buy them. That's
Breaking
all
the
I'm
rules.
saying.
10.
If you can laugh about it, it's good, but just don't buy it.
Dies.
Okay. What?
Dies. 10.
I primarily speak Spanish, so I'm like, no. Let's choose our
Yes.
languages accurately. Okay.
Chosen.
Okay. Now we have sapphires for you. Now this is interesting because this is actually sapphire and ruby in one. Do you see it? Can I sing you a song? I know that Jessica.
Oh, no,
well,
here we
you know
go.
what? It's
Oh.
Jessica Hick's birthday, and Jessica likes my music. So I'm gonna sing her the corundum song, which is really short because if it's red corundum, it's ruby, and if it's any other color of corundum, it's sapphire. It's not the greatest song, but I sang it for Jessica. Why did I sing that? To help you remember. So corundum is a gemstone family. If the stone is blue and it's corundum, it's a sapphire. If it's red and it's corundum, it's a ruby. But sapphire comes in blue, orange, green, yellow, pink, every color but red, because red corundum is ruby. So does that make sense? If it's corundum and it's red, it's ruby. If it's corundum and it's any other color besides red, it's sapphire. So here you get kind of the combination. Yeah, so Jeannie, hopefully you're able to hear me and track me. So the way you shop, by the way, so Jeannie, if you're just coming in and you're new, or anybody else who's new, if you see something you like, as soon as my team posts with what it is and how much it is, you can say sold. And then you'll get an invoice and we'll ship it to you tomorrow. Okay, so I have 7 of these hearts. They're so beautiful. They're 2-inch sapphire hearts. The retail value on these is almost $300, which you can probably imagine. These do fluoresce under black light. Do you have your black light to show? Isn't that cool? Yeah, baby. That's how you know you've got corundum, because corundum fluoresces. Isn't that cool? No, alexandrite's not corundum. It's actually its own mineral, corundum. Or alexandrite does not belong to the corundum family, but it's a good guess. Sometimes it looks like it does. So I have 7 of these. They are $146, retail value $299. For a solid sapphire heart. Isn't that cool? We haven't had those for you in, I don't even know how long it's been. I think it was Tucson 3 years ago. It might have been. And they were smaller. We had like 1-inch sapphire hearts.
Feels
for
like
you.
18 now after last year.
I know. And everybody's just coming back from Tucson right now. We have so much FOMO. I know. So congratulations if you're getting a sapphire heart. I only have 7 of them.
Yep, just 7 of these.
I know. And that could be one too. You could actually have that made into some jewelry too. If you're not shy. That's actually that's a decent pendant size, I would say. For me, I would wear it. It's heavy though. Corundum is a heavy stone. The interesting thing about corundum is, on the measure of hardness scale, it's a 9 out of 10. 10 is diamond, right? So 10 is the hardest mineral on the planet. Diamonds cut other minerals. But a sapphire is a 9 out of 10. It's the next hardest on what we call the measure of hardness scale, the Mohs scale. Yeah. Isn't that cool? Emily, we do sometimes have wands that come to Sage Goddess that are not super custom like we have in the sales here. The ones we bring to the sales here are usually the super custom pieces. So I would say watch sagegoddess.com.
We've got the rose quartz.
Yeah, we do have a wand tonight that's under $30. So if you've been looking for a wand that's really affordable, we got something for you tonight that you're going to love. Okay. Generators! You're so welcome. I'm glad you're excited. These are jade, and I think
7.
Yeah, I had asked about the country of origin on these, and I just want to see if that information
India.
came through.
It's
oh,
India.
oh, is it India? But okay, not the carving, the actual stone. Do you know the source country of origin for the stone?
I have on the sheet India.
Okay. Let me just double check. I have my team sending us additional information right now because I really like to be able to have that information to share with you. And I thought it was in the sheet for today, but it wasn't. So let me hold on just a second. Let me grab that. Okay, it's not in my sheet for today. So anyway, yeah, that's the cut origin though. I think this is a I think this is Pakistani.
Actually, yeah, because
jade.
of the depth of it.
Yeah, so I think so. And Team SG, if you have additional information, I know these were carved in India, but I was curious about the origin of the stone. It's not New Zealand jade or nephrite, I can tell you that. But I'm pretty sure and going forward, we'll have all of that information at our fingertips. But anyway, these are absolutely beautiful. These are 8-sided generators. And I want to show you what that means. We call these infinite generators. We kind of designed this concept because traditional generators are 6-sided, but we've had them carved, we've had our stones carved into 8-sided generators. 8 is the number of infinity and prosperity and wealth, and jade is one of the most important stones for abundance. It actually creates and facilitates success of your business. Did you know that? And it actually facilitates longevity of success. So not just being successful quickly or one time, but maintaining that longevity and maintaining that success. If you have a business, this should be somewhere, by the door or where you greet your guests. If you have a business that you run from your home, you should keep this wherever you do your work. It strengthens and enhances your business and your success. And that's one of the reasons we love it. I don't remember the last time we had jade generators. So I was super, super excited when these were on our list for today. Now these are both, even the biggest one, which is 9 inches, under $100. So if you've really wanted a jade generator, I'm going to tell you they're under $100. I don't even know how we did it because the quality of these is really, really
The quality
beautiful.
is really, really good. A lot of times you see jade and it's not so good, but this is.
Or it can be super washed out.
Yeah, like
you know
dull,
what I mean?
dull.
Like dull,
Yeah.
and kind of almost like I don't know. This is vibrant. It's alive. It's super juicy.
And there's depth in it. You can see into it.
And there's depth for sure. So I have 17 of these 7.5 to 8 inch, which is the smaller of the two. And then I have 33 of the 8.5 to 9 inch, so that you can see the other side. The retail value on both of these is close to $200.
Yeah.
So if you wanted a jade generator or get your fingers ready to go, the medium 8 inch is $79, and the large 9 inch is $89.
79.
$89 for jade. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm keeping one because I don't have a jade generator that size. And that's after going to Tucson and Denver for a decade. I mean, I've just never seen them, which is why we had them cut, why we had them made, why they're coming to you today. I don't have one. But I've always wanted one. You know, jade, remember, I love telling you these stories because for me, the stories are everything when it comes to stones. Remember that, you know, in Imperial China, jade was reserved for royalty. It was really considered so valuable and so important that it really wasn't commonly accessible or available. It was thought to be a royal material. Dave looks properly royal, wouldn't you say, holding those on his knees? I think men like to hold pointy things.
We do.
It would never have occurred to me to sit there and go, "Argh," with big pointy things. But that's good. The feminine doesn't need to do that. We receive it. We just summon it, and we just allow it, and we bring it in, and the masculine
You put
has
up
to.
with it.
These can totally be outside. You can totally put those outside. I was talking about, I don't know if you know or watch these, but I do these lives on Facebook every day because I love showing you what's new at Sage Goddess. And
You go on Facebook?
we hang out. I do. I do. I do.
You almost
Every
legitimately
single day.
answered that.
Be a sidekick, will you?
I'm sorry. Trip myself up
Anyway,
sometimes.
what were we talking about? I don't
Who
know.
am I? What am I? What am I
I
doing?
don't know what I was talking about.
I
Anyway.
don't know either.
Anyway, they're really pointy. Point really? Yeah, they're really pointy. Can you use it to manifest a new job? Yeah, you can. I
Don't hit somebody with that to kickstart that process.
I like to use aventurine for good luck and for getting a new job. That's my favorite, like, bring me a new job stone. No, Boofnita, we don't do wholesale anymore. We stopped. And I'll tell you why. It was too much of a distraction, candidly. So we don't. But we do retail. You can buy things from us. Yeah. I don't know. I'm getting older, and I kind of like to just focus on what I'm good at. Is that weird? So anyway, thank you for that. Thank you, Eurydia, for being here. I'm glad we're making you feel better. I do feel better. Do you know I will tell you this, because I've been doing this for 10 years online now. If I'm ever under the weather, I still go live. And by the end of it, I feel great. I'm not kidding. There's something about connection and energy and crystals, and especially engaging with other people energetically, that is really healing. So that's why, like, under normal circumstances, I might have canceled today because I wasn't feeling well. But I was like, no, by the end of this, I'm going to feel great. And I already feel like 30% better. So if you ever don't feel well, do the thing. You know what I mean? I don't know. Energetically, I think there's real value in that. So, yeah. Okay, so, I'm excited to tell you about this. Okay, I have 3 pieces of jewelry by this jeweler. So I'm going to show them to you all right now. Dave doesn't know that, but whatever.
Well,
that's what being a sidekick is all about.
along for the ride.
So this jeweler, if you've seen me wear this ring recently, he made this one for me, and he made one for you that's coming today. So mine's an amethyst, and yours
Mine?
is in peridot. Isn't that cool? Just because this was my size. So he's an incredible jeweler based in Sedona, Arizona, which is where all these pieces are made. And of course, that's a holy vortex, right? This ring is done in solid copper. That's all hand tooled, hand carved, and then sterling silver. And I'm going to tell you something. He's a magician. I only work with jewelers that I love. If I don't love them, I don't work with them. I work with about 6 jewelers at this point, and they're all magicians. If I had them in the room here, you'd never want to shut the camera off. They're fantastic human beings, and they only make one-of-a-kind things. So this is, which line was this one?
23.
Thank you for that. This one is, I said onyx earlier, but it's obsidian. This is obsidian with turquoise.
Turquoise?
Uh-huh.
It's more blue. It's showing more green on the camera, but at least it is on our screen. But it's
This
more blue.
is Campitos turquoise from Mexico and obsidian from Mexico. These are uniquely Mexican stones, and I kind of like that. Campitos turquoise, so you have to know, Campitos turquoise is my favorite turquoise. I love it so much. There's a Tibetan turquoise that's coming out of Tibet and Nepal right now that's rocking my world a little bit. We're going to try to bring some of that to Sage Goddess, but other than that, Campitos from Mexico is the business because it's got that really true robin's egg color. A turquoise is a great throat chakra stone. It's a really powerful healer. It transforms your health, and obsidian clears negative energy. So this is a powerful ring. It's a big ring. I'm going to show it to you on my hand. It's a size 8. It is adjustable. So if you wanted to wear this on a size 7 finger, you could pinch it together. If you wanted to wear it on a 9 or a 10, you would just pull it open, okay? His rule, though, is don't push and pull and push and pull and push and pull, because he said I end up having to repair. You can open it once or twice and close it once or twice, but you don't want to be pushing and pulling it back and forth. But is that a ring and a half or what? I mean, that is a statement piece. And what's really cool about a ring like this is you don't even have to wear any other jewelry on that hand because it almost looks like it covers multiple fingers.
Yeah,
Isn't
that's
that
super cool actually when you say it like that.
And it's unisex. And so most of our rings are adjustable, Christy. This one is sized, but it will fit a 7 to a 10 because it's adjustable. Okay? Does that make sense?
I'm with you, Christina.
What did Christina say?
Nothing.
Oh. With love.
With love.
This one is $545. I can't get it off my finger.
Just stretch it apart.
It comes with me. I'm your gift with purchase. You know, that box is moving. Oh my God, somebody's in there screaming. You get your magical mail. Oh my God, Athena's in the box. She wasn't kidding. It actually came with her. Isn't that
First
cool?
said that, I thought, like, is there a mouse or something? There's a mouse in here? Is there a box scurrying across the floor?
So enjoy. I'm excited. I'm gonna leave it on for a minute. Congratulations if you're feeling called to it. Isn't it beautiful? I know. It's one of my favorite pieces that he's done. Yeah, and all done by hand. Isn't that cool?
So you want to show the other two?
Yeah, let me show you the other 2 rings. Okay. I can put this one on my ring finger.
Okay. But they can't get a chance to see it.
Oh, yeah, it's true.
Okay.
So the next one, this is also his design. This is Peridot with Flower of Life. This one is a 6.5 as it stands, but you can, again, open it to a size 8 or 9, and you can pinch it down to about a size 6. Peridot is the birthstone for August. It's the cornucopia stone. It's a huge manifestation stone.
That's a beautiful piece.
This one is a golden green peridot, meaning around the edges it's gold and in the center it's green. It's absolutely beautiful. It's all copper, and then he hand carved that sterling silver flower of life.
I love the faceted nature of that, because of how it just reflects like that. That's cool.
So this is identical to my ring that I have in amethyst, but yours will be in peridot. Isn't that cool? I know. Flower of life is called the fingerprint of God. It is that symbol right there is in your DNA. It's in the plants and the trees. It's in your crystals. It's everywhere. And we've found that symbol carved in India, in ancient Greece, in Rome. It's a universal symbol. If you ever do plant ceremony, you see it. It's one of the first things you see on ayahuasca, for example. So that's why a lot of metaphysical artists, you'll see them work with the flower of life. And I love that he put it over the copper that he's done into all of these different scroll patterns. And it's very organic and beautiful. Isn't that gorgeous? And like I said, every single piece he does is one of a kind, and he doesn't tend to repeat anything. So nobody else has a peridot flower of life ring. Nobody else has a turquoise and obsidian ring from him. This one is also $545 for peridot, copper, sterling silver, flower of life. Isn't that gorgeous? I'll put this one on and wear it on my other finger so you can see. It's actually a little small for that finger. This is a smaller size ring. I don't think you would wear these side by side because it's a lot. Even for me, it's kind of a lot. And you know me, like, nothing's too much, but yeah. 6.5 up to, you can open it up to, like I said, size 8.5 or 9. I don't want to open it for you because I don't want to stretch it out for you. Like, what if you're a 6.5 and that fits you perfectly and then I stretch your ring? So I'm not going to open it for you, but you can open it and adjust it.
Beautiful.
Peridot. Congratulations. So Margaret got the peridot flower of life. I think someone got the obsidian ring too, so congratulations if you got that one. He's incredible. He's absolutely incredible, and you'll feel his energy through the creations. I'm really, really excited for you. The last piece we have from him, by the way, is the necklace. Oh, we have the labradorite ring and the necklace. Sorry.
Oh, is the necklace from him too? Okay.
Okay, this ring is...
that's a bam. That's like a stamp.
This ring feels like it weighs 8 pounds.
It's heavy.
Okay. This ring is his too. It's a little more expensive. He hand did the wings on both sides. He really works with phoenix energy. It's really important to him.
Pretty on the bottom there.
He even designs the bottom. It's flat on the bottom, and then it comes up. Would you mind putting that on? Because you might be able to fit that one. It's a size 8. I don't know. Is it too small for you?
Yeah, I got pudgy hands, pudgy fingers.
I like boys with pudgy fingers.
It goes in the pinky.
This one is not adjustable, so you have to be an 8 to wear this one. This is copper and sterling silver. Most of his designs incorporate copper because for him, copper is very important. He believes, like I do, that copper conducts energy. And this is your rising phoenix, rising into a new vision, right? Because labradorite, which is that incredible stone, is the stone of new beginnings and new visions and new possibilities. Isn't that incredible? And then the 4 copper prongs coming up from the 4 directions. If he was here, he would tell you all these stories, so I'm kind of sharing it for you. This ring is $899. Yeah. And I'm kind of testing his jewelry with you guys. If you like it, I'll keep bringing some more pieces to you. If you like his designs, they're totally different from anything I've ever seen before. And it's kind of cool to have a one-of-a-kind by a designer. You know, these are pieces that you would see if you were in Sedona in a gallery.
Say hi to somebody. Right? You don't even have to wave your whole hand. Just you know.
You do the queenly. You go like this. And then you just, you know, blind people. I am hoping to do my own line of SG, like fine jewelry one day, but I'm not sure that my community really wants fine jewelry. My community tends to be sterling silver and copper folks. I like fine jewelry, you know, 14 karat gold and platinum. But a lot of our community just prefers silver and copper, which, you know, everything I'm wearing right now is silver and copper except for my wedding ring and my cup. So I don't know. It just depends on what you guys have an appetite for. Isn't it gorgeous?
Kiss the ring.
That is a kiss the ring.
That is a kiss the ring.
I'll kiss it. It's an 8. So this is an 8 and cannot be sized. I mean, unless you take it to a jeweler. But I'm going to tell you something. Don't size this one. Because only get this one if you're a proper 8. Because they're going to have to cut through that scroll work on the bottom. And I think it'll ruin it. So some of his other designs are adjustable. This one, I would say, if you're not an 8, let it be. You know what I mean? This is obviously made for somebody who has an 8. Yeah. Yeah, it's an 8. Isn't it gorgeous? I know. So this is definitely for someone. This is for someone who wants a big...
hardy...
I mean, you'll feel the weight of it too. And part of the value of that ring that you can't see because we're live and it's not in person is the weight of the metal. I mean, he did not hold back when it came to that. So congratulations, who's ever getting one. I'm excited for you. And there's one more piece from him I want you to see. Are you ready? Okay. Yeah, the necklace.
All right. So, hey, I'm dropping little stones all over.
Barbara's getting ahead of herself.
Barbara is.
Okay. I really like this. The weight of this this ring on my hand just feels so good. I'm not going to change it. So whoever won this obsidian ring, I hope you'll enjoy watching me do my work with it tonight. This piece, I'm really excited to see who gets this one. This is, I'm looking for it, hold on.
13.
Oh, I was looking in the wrong, definitely the wrong place. Oh, there we go, okay. This is his healed phoenix. So this is the phoenix rising from the ashes, healed. This is malachite with sapphire on the front with the phoenix, right? And there's 2 sapphires on the top.
Is it
Isn't
a
this
phoenix
gorgeous?
or is it a peacock?
It's a phoenix, I know. He's got like little peacocky things on his head.
Yeah,
He's a
that's what I
phoenix,
was
yeah.
asking.
And then that is a shield of malachite, which is from the Republic of the Congo in Africa. It's a hugely powerful feminine healing stone. And then on the back, this is so.
And it's faceted malachite.
What he does is he finds artists that he loves and he partners with them and licenses their artwork and then recreates their artwork in stainless steel or in sterling silver. And then he gives them a portion of the proceeds of the jewelry in exchange for letting him work with their art. So this is actually art that someone painted, that deer. And deer medicine, as you know, is all about courageously following the call of your spirit. This is such a powerful piece for a healer. And I want you to even notice the chain. The chain on his necklaces is insane. Like, I'm a chain person. I notice chains. And so Dave can pull it up and kind of show it to you, the chain. It is so unique and so heavy. This is going to land on you right around, the team didn't put the length, but I would say 24 inches. That is such a rad piece. Isn't that cool?
It's hardy.
This is a serious piece, but again, you have to know this is one of a kind. The art on the back is hand created in sterling silver from original art. That's the kind of artist this man is, that he can go and do that. And he considers it a 2-sided piece, so you can wear it with the malachite facing forward, or you can wear it with the deer facing forward. So it's a 2-sided necklace. Isn't that gorgeous? It is not an enhancer. He does make the chains himself, and of course it comes on the chain. And the chain is solid sterling silver too. Isn't that gorgeous? I know. It's under $1,700. It is expensive. Again, these are designer pieces, so I'm kind of gauging to see. This is a 2 to 3 week.
This is super heavy
process to create this. So this is not mass produced jewelry, and that's what you get from these live sales that we do. This is individual, hand polished, hand tooled, hand carved, everything done by hand, right? So. It's more expensive, but there's no other piece like this in the world. Nobody else owns a piece that looks just like this. He's never made anything exactly like it. Isn't that cool?
How thick the veil is there?
This is pure magic, you guys. This is $1,650 for the Rising Healer. It's the healer who's risen from the ashes. I think of the idea of the wounded healer. It reminds me of my journey a lot because I had to rise from the ashes of illness to create Sage Goddess and to live the life I live now. So when I look at this piece, I feel very emotional because it reminds me of my own capacity to rise above the challenges and the wounds of my past, right? Isn't that incredible? Yeah. So congratulations if it's calling to you. There's nothing like it. There's nothing like him. Isn't that cool? Does it remind you of a scarab? I like that too, Jolene. There's all that imagery, around these animal spirit allies or these creature allies who remind us of our capacity to heal and rise above. Yeah, I have a piece of his already. That one definitely belongs to somebody. So I wanted to come and show it to you tonight, and it'll find its way to its perfect home. Congratulations, you guys, if it's speaking to you. Yeah. Okay. Now, next up, oh my God, look at this. This is Cat's Eye. Let me find this. I'm not sure what they would have put it under. Oh, cabochon. Great. These are chrysoberyl cat's eyes, you guys. And I'm going to tell you something. I don't even know how we're doing it at this price. Chrysoberyl cat's eye is extremely expensive. Now, these are not the chrysoberyl cat's eyes that are in the $1,000-$3,000 range are clear. Okay, this one is more opaque. And they are greenish gold. So some pieces are more green, some pieces are more gold, like that. And chrysoberyl comes in those kind of yellowy green kind of combinations, right? So, so you might get a piece that's more green, you might get a piece that's more gold. I'm going to tell you something. These are under $35 for cat's eye chrysoberyl, which is nuts. This is natural cat's eye. This isn't like man-made or anything like that. If you get one of these tonight, and I only have 50 of them, if you get one tonight and you have this set into a ring, I will never tell anybody, and you don't tell them either, that you didn't spend $1,000 on that ring, because I would assume that you did. Cat's eye chrysoberyl is that special. You can go look on eBay and on Etsy, and it'll blow your mind what you see. So we just got lucky. I wish I had a whole bunch of these. I don't. I have 40 of the small. There's 2 different sizes. So the one that the golden one, I think, is the larger of the 2. Is that right, Dave?
Did I miss the other one?
It says we have 2 different sizes, Team SG, but
No,
0.5 and 0.75?
Yeah. I mean, that's
Do you see one that looks smaller?
not really.
Okay. Maybe it's just the he and I don't know.
Maybe we don't know.
Chrysoberyl is spelled Chrysoberyl. If you have my crystal history book called Crystal Lore, Legends, and Myths, do you have that one? You can get it on Amazon if you haven't read it. I wrote a crystal history book 3 years ago, and it's a pretty good book. I wrote about cat's eye chrysoberyl because it's one of the stones of the Bible. It's actually mentioned as one of the stones in the breastplate of Aaron.
Those are
Isn't
the
that
same
cool?
size, right?
Más o menos, right? I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. It looks pretty much the same.
It looks like tiger's eye. Interesting. Yeah, cat's eye can look like tiger's eye, but chrysoberyl is a whole different mineral. Yeah, you're gonna fall in love with it. And like I said, go read in Crystal Lore about chrysoberyl. You will be really excited. Chrysoberyl is, like I said, one of the stones of the Bible. It is a stone of wisdom, protection. In ancient times, it was thought to be a stone that helped you connect with God. So today we would call it a stone that helps you connect with your angels or your guides or source energy, right? It was thought to facilitate the connection between spirit and source. Yeah, it's a really important stone for spiritual growth. So let's just pretend I have 2 different sizes.
We have 40.
I have 40 of the small, which are 0.5 inches for $24. And I have 11 of the medium, which is 0.75 inches for $34.
Yeah, it's 0.5 to 7.75.
He forgot that for you.
I totally forgot that.
I don't do details like that. It's like blah, 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 blah. So I have 40 of the small for $24 and 11 of the medium for $34. I would say get whatever size you can. They're pretty close to each other, and the price is flippin' nuts.
Actually, they're beautiful. I mean, in terms of, it's real clear.
They're
the
juicy.
Eye, yeah.
I brought these to the shop myself. I just got lucky. And this is one of those cases, and this is why people love coming to the sales. I could have charged more for them. I didn't, because I thought, if you want one, how cool for you to be able to get one at a crazy price. So we do that. When we get something at a good price, and I just got lucky, we bring it to you at a good price. So enjoy that one. I know.
She's always got the bigger ones.
No, she wasn't in here today. She didn't see any of this stuff. Usually she can be a culprit, but
she could,
anyway, congratulations, you guys. I'm excited for you.
Does the thing.
I know. No, Virgos like numbers, and that's great, because the rest of us don't. Numbers are not interesting to me. Unless it's like sacred geometry, and then my ears perk up. But otherwise, I'm just like not interested. What do you want to do next? What are you thinking, Pete? What's up, Pete?
Well, I'm trying to avoid some of the.
There's Pete's foot.
There's Pete's foot, and there's Pete.
Congratulations! I'm really excited for you. Chrysoberyl is just so cool, and there's something about knowing that you have a stone that was written about in the Bible, or used in ancient Egypt, or there for me, it's like a way of connecting with the ancestors, because they prized this stone. We brought you a little bit of chrysoberyl over the years at Sage Guts, but it's impossible to find it. Today, most of the chrysoberyl is coming out of Brazil, and like they have this much in Brazil. So anyway, it's interesting, right?
I have something I want to show, but give me a second to grab the piece. Just because it's a big decision piece, and so I think it's good to show it earlier.
What's a big decision? You know, Emily, if you can grab my book, you'll find it in there. I have my book here, Emily, but maybe at the end we'll have a little bit of time. But just, Emily, if you have Crystal Lore, go grab it. Grab the chapter Crystals of the Bible, and that's where you'll find all the information.
When have we ever had time? I
know. Okay, so he's going to show you this incredible cluster. You're going to lose your mind.
It's actually got a heart in it.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay. This is a Lemurian quartz cluster. Yeah, my book is like $12 on Amazon. If you don't have it, I would highly recommend it. Hibiscus Moon, who a lot of you know, supported the book. She endorsed it on the back, and because she was so excited I wrote it, because she didn't have a crystal history book for her students. And it took me a year to write it. I mean, I went all the back to Pliny the Elder, all the way back through, ancient texts to write that book for you. So enjoy. Yeah. Okay, where's the heart?
The heart. Oops. Is right.
Aw, it does have a heart. I've never seen that before, Dave.
Right.
That's pretty cool. For a minute I was like,
where's
there's
the
a heart? Well, I didn't know if you were going to say the whole cluster was shaped like a heart, and I was like, I don't really buy it. But that is really cool.
Thanks for the confidence.
That is a twin Lemurian where the termination looks like a heart. I've never seen anything like that before. That's so cool. This is 14 inches of Lemurian quartz points. It's under $3,000. This came directly from Brazil. I mean, it's huge. And I will tell you something. Like this point right here is clear. I don't know if you can see, but you can actually really see through that point. So it's not just a Lemurian cluster. It's a really nice quality Lemurian cluster, right? You don't always see that. So I don't know how many terminations are there, but there's a lot. And there's a couple of crystals on there that are double terminated.
4, 5, 6, 7,
While he's
8.
counting, I'm going to tell you the story. So ready, go. In ancient times, we believe there was an origin civilization on this planet called the Lemurians. And the Lemurians lived on a continent called Mu that was off the coast of California and Central and South America and extended all the way south to the Indian Ocean. And subsumed what we would call Hawaii today, right? It was all the way through the Pacific Basin.
I think we have 32.
And the Lemurian civilization was an origin civilization designed to help us cultivate energies of unconditional love on this planet. After the Lemurians came the Atlanteans. Both civilizations fell, and then the rise of humanity as we know it came several thousand years later. This is also in my book. There's a whole chapter on Lemuria and Atlantis. I'm not really pushing my book, but you should have the book. Like, if you're interested in the stories, it's a good place for you to go and get that information. But anyway, the legend is, do you see the lines on Lemurian quartz, these right here? This is called the staircase to heaven, and the legend is that the Lemurian priests and priestesses knew that their civilization was going to fall. They had advanced awareness of this. And so they encoded all of their wisdom into these lines, that staircase to heaven. And so when you work with Lemurian quartz, what you're supposed to do is meditate and actually read the lines. You can use your finger to decode. And they say that Lemurian quartz chooses you because it has specific wisdom that you're supposed to unlock at this time that was encrypted back into the crystals during the early days of the Lemurian civilization. That was the quickest Lemurian story I can tell you without being here for the rest of the night. So that cluster is $2,860 for a 14 by 14 inch Lemurian quartz cluster. This is what we call a mother cluster. Sounds like I'm swearing at you, but I'm not, right? It is. It's incredible. So this is for somebody. I mean, this is the kind of cluster that can go out into your garden. It can, because it can be outside and it'll be fine. This is the kind of cluster that goes as the centerpiece of your collection, or goes under your massage table if you do Reiki or body work for clients, or, as a centerpiece in your home. It's absolutely magnificent. So we try to bring some of these huge $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 pieces to every one of our shows, because a lot of our collectors come to these shows looking for pieces like this. And since a lot of people couldn't make it to Tucson this year, we're trying to bring you a couple of really extra specials. So congratulations if you're feeling called to that. Isn't it beautiful? How heavy would you say it is? Charlene's asking.
40, maybe 50 pounds. Is that phantom?
Where?
Right here. See the phantom?
Oh my god, it is a phantom.
Yeah.
It's a double phantom.
Double phantom. I just happen to be looking down on it there too.
No way, you guys.
I don't know if I can get that in a shot, but.
So it's a phantom Lemurian quartz cluster. Yeah. And if you're feeling called to it, this is the kind of thing that I would recommend you put on quad pay, right? So that you have 6 weeks to pay for it at no interest, right? You can do that if you're really feeling connected to it. I know.
So.
Isn't that cool? 50 pounds. But do you see the double phantom?
I'm gonna try and get it in here.
Oh yeah. He's the master of getting those shots. Do you see the 2 lines? Yeah.
You see? Yeah, look at that. See that in there?
That's a great shot.
Right in there, you guys. 1 and 2.
It's very faint. It looks like chlorite, potentially, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
That's
See
a
if I
master
can-
healer, baby. Ooh, look at that. It's a great shot. Oh, that's really neat. That's a growth interruption, right? Do you see it? Mm-hmm. Yeah, baby.
See? Yeah, there you go. 1 peak, 2 peak. And that's within the broader crystal.
Yeah. That's really neat. That was good spying. I didn't see that. And I looked closely at this cluster earlier. I didn't see it.
That's really
He's good
cool.
at finding like phantoms and rutile and things like that. He's
It's
got
fun to
a
see.
good eye. Isn't that gorgeous?
Fun to see.
Yeah, even if you don't buy it, it's just cool to see it, isn't it? I will tell you, I've seen maybe a dozen Lemurian clusters like that in my life, that size. It's just not something that you see very often. Even if you're at the big shows, they're not super common. Can you do that one more time?
Pick it up again.
I like it when he has to go pick something up. I get a booty shot.
Making me work.
Isn't that cool? I know. Sarah got it. Congratulations,
Congrats.
Sarah. You got the mother
You're gonna love
cluster.
that. Seriously? Yeah.
So a phantom is a point within a point that is a result of a growth interference. So you want to see my interpretive dance of a phantom?
What's your interpretive dance?
I'm a quartz point growing. I'm just growing. And then watch. I'm chlorite. Now I'm going to grow in here. I'm up in here.
Up
oh,
in
wait.
here,
Oh,
up
wait.
in
This
here.
point is already growing. Well, I'll try to mimic the growth of this point.
God, I think I need some wine. If there's any more dancing or singing, I'm gonna need a drink.
I'm popping a Diet Pepsi for myself.
Yeah, we're both. Yeah, we usually, if you're new, usually we've got a glass of wine with us on these shows. But just tonight, we're just both just a little bit tired and lethargic, a little under the weather, if you will. So tonight we're just.
Yeah,
trying to
Dave
take
and I
it
need
easy.
one more week, and then we'll be back to our former selves.
Maybe a year. I don't know.
Okay, Emily said she actually understood that.
Don't encourage her, Emily. Don't encourage her. Please, for my sake.
Now, my ADHD is the absolute secret to my success. I highly recommend having attention deficit disorder. It makes everything really exciting.
Makes class time lots of fun.
Okay. Take it easy, friends.
Oh, hey, look, how do you get in the shot there? Well.
Yeah, we had our second dose and we haven't felt great afterward, but we're getting there. Okay. This is a fossilized coral from Indonesia. super excited about these. We have 47 of these rings, and these are under $60. So if you've been looking for, and they're fully adjustable in sterling silver. So if you've been looking for a ring,
That's beautiful. Isn't it? Look at
that's
that.
beautiful, that's affordable, that's adjustable, so you don't, if you'll know we have your
Just
size.
squeeze
Yep.
or pull apart.
You pinch it closed, it goes down to a size 3.5. You can pull it open, and it goes up to a size 10. Yeah. Yeah. So this is coral. When you look at that, that was a living, breathing creature. Isn't that beautiful? Coral is endangered in most parts of the world, so we don't really bring you coral anymore unless it's from Indonesia and it's fossilized, because that way we know it's not an endangered species, right?
Well,
so coral,
it is. It was.
but it's not now. Coral is for fertility, and fertility of babies, but also fertility of other things like ideas and new projects and new ideas, or like I'm writing right now, right? Like coral's a material that I work with for fertility of ideas. So I'm definitely not trying to have the other kind of fertility right now. So you may be feeling that way too. Isn't that cool? It's open on the back, and what's cool is you can even see the coral on the back, right? You can see the imprint of it. It makes almost like a sacred geometric pattern.
That's pretty.
It really looks like the
It's
flower
very
of
pretty.
life. Isn't it beautiful? And so there's 3 different shapes. I think they're all the same size.
Yeah.
So we're showing you the 3 different shapes because there's like a freeform, there's an oval, and then there's like a teardrop shape. Yeah. So if you have a preference, you can always mention that in your invoice, and we'll do our best to get you the shape that you want. Coral's very, very, very important. Coral reefs are very important. They're actually rebuilding our coral reef right here off of the coast of Southern California because it's such an important part of the ecosystem, right? Yeah, I mean we can't live without the fertility of that reef. So if you love coral as much as I do, if you're working on fertility, if you need new ideas, it's really for abundance too, right? It brings everything to you that you seek, and ancient wisdom because it's fossilized. This particular coral is probably close to 1 million years old. Isn't that cool? So it was part of the original formation of the planet.
Feels like yesterday.
It does remind you of Petoskey, right, Elizabeth Moore, which is from the UP, right? And it very much does remind you of that. This doesn't come from the UP, but it reminds me very much of Petoskey too. So we have 47 of these. The retail price is $99. Our price is $59 if you would like a fertility ring. Or maybe you know somebody who needs a fertility ring. They're trying to fill her up,
What?
as it were. Sometimes I'm not so delicate with the way I describe things.
The what?
Did they really? Denise said they just rebuilt her reef too. That makes me really happy. I posted a video on my Facebook of the reef that they're rebuilding here in Southern California, and it's pretty amazing to see the process because it takes time.
Did you? I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Is that because of the DDT thing?
Well, one of our community members posted about that. The claim that they make in the video is that it's the landslides that caused the destruction of the reef here. Because so we've had 2 slides at Portuguese Bend, and there was a 3rd slide that happened. So, and when the slides happen, it buries the reef in a new layer of sand. So then they don't have any place to go.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, look at that.
So congratulations. Yeah, fill her up. There's nowhere to go from that. Do you know what I mean? What am I going to say, everybody?
I don't know.
I know. But this is why you come here, right?
I saw somebody asking if the Phoenix pendant's still available. Team SG, I don't know if it is or not.
Yeah, let us know. I'm really curious to see who gets that piece. I know it's for somebody, and it's such a medicine piece. It reminds me of something that a medicine person would wear going into ceremony, because deer medicine is so important. Like there's somebody that pendant belongs to. DDT is scary AF, so if that is part of the picture, that makes me very sad. Okay. And that's why I love you, Morgan. I am. He still brings me a little wine glass for my Diet Pepsi, which isn't necessary. I'm a low maintenance girl. I'll drink it straight up out of a red Solo cup, or no, I am pretty low maintenance when it comes to like how I drink.
Oh yeah.
I'm not low maintenance in every way.
No.
I'm low maintenance when it comes to like clothes and stuff, though.
Yeah. Shoes, definitely low maintenance.
I often remind this man to really reflect upon how much money he's saved, because I hate shoes, and I don't really have a lot of shoes, which is good. Okay, yay! Hi, Cheryl Tilton. It's great to see you. Welcome in. It's great to have you.
Did Ryan get the necklace?
Yeah, it is still available if you want that Malachite
I see
Phoenix.
right above it though. Ryan sold.
Ryan's gonna get it. Ryan. If you get it, cheers to you.
Well, cheers.
It's an incredible piece. There's nothing like it. It really is one of a kind. I'm really happy for you. I'll try to bring a couple more of his pieces to the sale. Everything is so unique, and because he doesn't repeat designs, so I'm excited for you guys to see. And speaking of non-repeating designs, I mean, this is these rings come from my friend Shram, as you know. The fuzz is free.
Free fuzz.
You get a free piece of.
We try and give away the fuzz.
That's smudgy hair. You were gonna get a piece of smudge fuzz.
Actually, I think it's from your pillow here.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh. Would have been more exciting if it was
Well,
smudgy
it'd be more
hair.
exciting if it was part tail.
What?
Oh, from his tail.
Did you see the video of Smudge having his spa treatment?
Smudge is our cat, by the way, for those who haven't seen the spa
He
treatment.
was literally, Zoe had pulled a blanket on him, and he had his paws sticking out, and he was like laid back, and she was rubbing his chin.
Was this downstairs? Yeah, she closed the blinds because she didn't want sun in his eyes.
No, the kids, the way they are with him, he's gonna be so happy when they go back to school. No, they're weird. They carry him around all day, and they're like, he doesn't want any light, and it's like, what? Anyway, this is Epidote, y'all. And I don't know if you have a flashlight. Yeah, you do. If you can show them the light through it. This is an incredible piece of Epidote. Whoa. Epidote is a manifestation stone, and this is my friend Shram. He makes all of this jewelry by hand. Shram is a master jeweler, just like all of the jewelers who make stuff for me, for Sage Goddess. He's also my friend, as they all are too.
Mm-hmm. Shram's a great guy.
This is a 6.5. It is sized. You could have this one. You could have sized easily. Any jeweler could take this down to about a 4.5 or up to about a 9 or 10, because it's a pretty straight sterling band. It is 925. It's open on the back, so you can see. And I love the way he does it. So literally every piece of this ring done by hand in his studio in India.
Easy to size.
Isn't that gorgeous? And that is a piece and a half. I do want to show it to you on, because it's such a gorgeous elongated design, and if you're doing any kind of manifestation work, that's better on that finger. If you're doing any kind of manifestation work, that is the ultimate manifestation stone. Isn't that gorgeous?
It's pretty.
Yeah, I love it too. It's tilting on my hand because it's not the right size for me. If that's your size, it will. It's too big on me. It's about a one size too big on that finger.
We only have one.
Yeah, we only have
6.5.
I know. It is, are you ready? It is $125, which is a bargain for a handmade Epidote ring in sterling silver. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? This one, he always tells me the stories. This one was such a perfect crystal. I mean, it is just an absolutely perfect Epidote crystal that he didn't want to overcomplicate it. It's like, let the beauty of the stone shine
Sometimes
through.
that's important to do, is just let the stone do the talking.
It's easy to take something and make it too complicated, which ultimately detracts from the pure beauty of that stone. Yeah. So congratulations. I wish I had more of them.
How you can see into it.
I'm so happy for you if you got that one.
And then you have one more.
I do have one more Epidote ring.
That also comes with a little fuzz.
Also from Shram. This one's more expensive though, guys, because it has an orange sapphire. That is a Padparasha sapphire on there, darling. Can you believe it? Padparasha.
Say what?
Padparasha sapphire is orange. That's for you, Jessica Hicks. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jessica.
The gifts just keep on coming, Jessica.
Oh,
I'm going to sing
Thank
to you
you,
all
Jessica.
night long. Jessica might not even be here anymore. You know what? Who cares? Because I'm going to sing for her. Now, this is a really cool crystal. I want you to notice what's happening. It's got junk in its trunk. Did you see that? It's got these So it's all behaving well, and then all of a sudden you've got these two rogue little epidote dudes on the back going, but hey, right? Do you see them poking out there? Anyway, that's my story about it. I like this ring because I'm somewhat well behaved, but then I have a party in the back, and that's exactly what's going on there. And then around the middle, he
You think
did
you're
this
well behaved?
with the party in the back.
The whole thing's a party, 360 degree.
I can pretend. Oh, girl, yes.
Yeah,
Orange
it's
sapphire is a thing. Look up Podparacha sapphire. And then get ready to, like, the drool's going to come out the side of your mouth, right? In my dreams, Shram makes me, like, a wardrobe of Podparacha sapphire jewelry. But they're so expensive, it's ridiculous. This is like I think it's a .60 Podparacha sapphire, cut faceted. And this ring, you guys, can you believe, is still, even with Podparacha on there, it's under $300. This is a 6.5. I'm gonna put it on so you can see it, because again, it's like, isn't that cool?
It's like a hunk.
Yeah. See those guys up there being naughty? We're naughty epidotes. We'll follow everybody else.
Hashtag naughty epidotes.
So, orange sapphire Trisha is still corundum. So it's still, remember, so earlier I was saying red corundum is ruby, and then every other color of corundum, which goes from pink into orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, is all sapphire. Yeah, isn't that gorgeous? This is $295. I only have one with the orange sapphire. I think the orange and the green look really pretty together, don't you?
Speaking of party in the front, or back, or whatever it is, did I tell you about that test that we figured out?
I wanted to see the band too, because it's really cool.
Okay.
What was the test?
The personality test that we did with the kids the other day, and what Zoe started
It's
off with.
Myers-Briggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we started, our daughter Zoe.
Yeah.
So it started off, and her description started off something along the lines of, this person likes to party. I'm like, oh shit.
She does like to
She
party,
does
man.
like to party.
Now Lena, it's true. You would pay upwards of $200 just for a orange sapphire ring. So to get the whole thing, and I want you to notice the band on this. He really loves doing these organic designs, and I love it too. And that makes that ring more comfortable to wear because of how fluid the design is. He's something else, man. I know. So congratulations. Christine got that one. Congratulations, Christine. I mean, you know, what can you say other than it's magnificent, and I really hope you enjoy it. I'm very happy that you got it. I know. I will work on more epidote rings for you. All right, Dave's going to show you a really cool wand right now. Some of you were talking about wands. I'm a wand-aholic. I really am. I love wands. I collect wands. Those of you who've been with me for a while, you know that. I teach how to use wands in my crystal healing class called Crystal Masters. So if you ever want to learn more about wands and how to work with them and what to do with a wand, what not to do with a wand, that's a great place for you to come to. I'm actually going to be teaching wands tomorrow night.
I like the tip on there. That's cool.
Yeah, so this is a faceted sphere and a faceted point on a smooth barrel wand done in rose quartz. These were custom made for Sage Goddess. This is your single terminated love wand. Rose quartz is the universal stone of love, and that's the material you see there. And then when it has one end that's pointed and one end that's round, we call that single terminated. If both ends were pointed, we would call that double terminated, right? A single terminated wand allows you to send energy or receive energy. You can also open a circle and close a circle with these wands. So as healers, you know, what does that mean? Oftentimes people will ask me, can you send me energy? Or when I'm not feeling well, people will say, can I send you Reiki? So in cases like that, if people say, can you send me energy? I use a wand like this, rose quartz, I would beam it from my heart. So I can send you love energy. If you say, oh, can I send you energy? I can receive energy from you through the rounded end toward me. And I can also open a circle with a wand like this and close a circle with a wand like this. So it's a multi-purpose tool if you do ceremony or healing of any kind. And these are under $35 for a really cool wand. that I think you'll use all the time, especially if you are a healer or somebody who likes to do ceremony of any kind. Yeah, aren't they cute? Let's see. Are they asked if the parts want to pair before putting together in the wand? I'm not. I mean, I don't know that the people who are making the wands go to that level of conscious awareness and connection with the stones, although they are pretty conscious folks. So my guess is they're aware of that, even if they're not consciously setting that intention.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of the stones
Yeah,
itself,
it's beautiful.
like something like this is going to come from the same rough stone.
Yeah.
So it's already naturally paired
Yeah.
together, because
Yeah.
what you don't want to do is you don't want to have all rose quartz, for example, and all stones are going to have different variations in terms of their color and their clarity. And so with a wand like this, you're not going to want to pair or mispair the different colors and such. So you're going to use a common piece of rough.
Yeah. And somebody asked a really great question. Can you do the same thing with your hands? You can. The reason we work with gemstone wands is because they amplify the energy. So you can do any magical work with your hands, but stones, the reason that we work with stones and not just our hands, I'll speak for myself as a healer. The reason I work with stones instead of just my hands when I have the opportunity to do that is that the stones are meant to be worked with in that way. Each stone has its own unique crystal structure and metaphysical properties, which is why you see people here tuning in, taking notes, right, learning about the crystals, because each crystal has its own unique frequency. This has the frequency of universal and unconditional love. So I can send and receive energy with my hands, or even without using my hands. I can just send and receive. But rose quartz is an amplifier of the love frequency. So if I'm doing love work or if I'm channeling love energy, it's going to be more potent if I work with a tool like that. But the answer is you can always do metaphysical work without your tools. The reason I spent a lifetime collecting tools and teaching people how to work with tools is I think they're amplifiers of that magic. I call them allies, is another way of thinking about it. They partner with you in the process, right? So these are, I have 50 of these. They're $36 a piece.
I'm enjoying your comments.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, and I love it when he shares, because he has a lot of awareness too. You know, he sees as much as I do of the process and the outcome of the carvings and so forth. So it's really fun when he chimes in and shares his wisdom too.
Oh, look at that. Look at the shine on that.
Uh-huh. It's really nice quality rose quartz. Sometimes rose quartz gets too milky.
Can you see that? Look at that.
I like a little shine, a little
See that?
translucency like that. Mm-hmm.
Shimmer, shimmer, shimmer.
She's showing off for you.
That's a love shimmer. Love shimmer.
I love that he just said, that's a love shimmer.
What?
That sounds like a Victoria's Secret perfume, doesn't it?
Ooh, it does.
What are you wearing?
Love shimmer.
I'll show you my love shimmer later.
Sex Panther. 50% of the time it works every time.
Oh my god. I think he and I need a nap.
I
really do.
Ice cream? Pizza? Nap. That sounds good to me.
Hi Marlon, how are you? I'm so happy to see you. How you feeling? Cutie pie. I'm so glad you got to join too. I love you guys so much. You never liked rose quartz for Nelly? Not everybody likes every stone. I'll tell you something. The only crystal I don't really love is howlite.
Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of howlite.
But howlite has its own metaphysical properties, and for what it's good for that. So I do work with it sometimes. But I think it even kind of knows I don't.
You think it knows? Yeah. It's
like sometimes I look at it and I'm like, it's kind of like.
That's funny. Yeah, it knows. Definitely knows.
We need love shimmer.
Love shimmer.
I don't know. If it's a Victoria's Secret thing, though, we can't do that. So I don't know.
I don't think it is a Victoria's Secret thing. I don't know.
How much for the dolls? What doll do you want? Are you talking about me?
With the peacock or the?
I'm just kidding. Right now I'm free. I'm not at my best, so you can get me tonight for about $3.99, and it's free shipping on me tonight.
All right, so we're gonna give Team SG an opportunity to kind of.
Let's do a Guardian.
Yeah, in a second. Ugh.
He just wanted to lift up something heavy. Thank you, Valerie. I'm glad you guys are here. Howlite does two things. Howlite helps with self-care. Ironically, it's weird, but it does. It helps you. It helps. Howlite's good if you're starting like a new habit, like you're going to eat better, or you're going to, I don't know, whatever health thing you're going to do. And then Howlite.
Why would you do that?
Howlite attracts friendships to you. It does. So I mean, it can attract new connections. Howlite and
eat healthy. That sounds boring.
agate, howlite, agate, jasper. That didn't sound good. Did you heard it?
No, I didn't hear it.
Those bring new relationships in. And then if you work with howlite, jasper, agate, and rose quartz, that's really good for attracting new love.
I don't think I got it on the stand correctly, but you know.
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
I don't know. I don't even know.
This is really pretty though. You're here for the conversations and the fun. I love that, Stephanie. Thank you for
Me
being
too.
here. Yeah. Yeah, is it good for anxiety, Pamela? See, so howlite does its thing. It's just like, I don't like it because they dye it blue and then call it turquoise. And it's like,
that's the problem
you know,
I have with it.
Don't pee on me and tell me it's raining.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know why I just said that, but
I always had somebody say that to me, and I was like,
no,
I'm sorry, what?
It was Judge Judy.
No,
I
she said it.
loved Judge Judy. I don't watch it anymore, but when I was young, I used to. When there was literally nothing else to do because we didn't have internet and stuff. And now there's other things to do. But one time, this guy was in Judge Judy's courtroom, and you know how she is. She doesn't take anything from anybody. And he was lying to her, and she stopped him and said, "You know what, sir? Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining." And I think I actually stopped the TV, and I'm like, that was earth-shattering. That's the best thing I've ever heard.
I just, you know.
Okay. Okay, so let's talk about this.
Let's talk about it.
And no, it's not Howlite's fault. Now everybody feels bad for Howlite, and I feel I feel like a jerk for saying it, but I'm also gonna be honest with you. It's not my favorite thing. Don't buy me Howlite for Christmas. You know what I mean? That's not my favorite thing. Okay. I can't find this one. Do we have this one?
Yeah, it's 6.
Oh, okay. To get a piece of citrine this size for under $1,600 is pretty nuts. This is citrine from Brazil. That's why I was like, I can't find it because I'm not seeing citrine. And it's a twin. Dave will show you. It's got 2 terminations. Do you see? Actually, it's got 3 terminations. It's a triplet. If you don't want it, that's okay. It can just live here and, you know, nobody will be worse for wear. So please feel free not to buy it. Weirdest gem sale you ever came to? Usually they're like, buy it, buy it, buy it. And I'm like, you know what? Nothing to see here. Natural citrine from Brazil. Now let's have fun imagining the mother cluster this came from, which would be, again, the size of this room.
Mm.
This is 1 point on a cluster. They didn't over polish it. It's got all of the original markings on it. Mm-hmm. This is an incredible piece, and it comes on the stand. The stand was custom made for it. Dave thinks maybe he didn't do a good job of putting it on the stand.
I know I didn't do a good job
and
putting
so,
it on the
you know
stand.
what? We're going to do a much better job. You're going to do a great job when you get
You're
it.
going to do a great job when you get it and you set it up in your home. And I definitely recommend backlighting it with just a very simple box light or something like that to really show it off.
Isn't that cool? Look at all the markings on the side. And do you see the multiple terminations? I hope you, as he's turning it, I hope you can see it. Yeah. But I love it. Sometimes they over polish these things, and I wish that they would.
It removes some of the beauty of the stone.
When they're selling it to me, they don't, because they know I don't like the over polishing. But most customers that buy these things, they want like super, super polished, and I don't understand it, but you know. So they polished like one side of it, but they left the rest of it natural, which I think is really cool. This one is $1,599. It is 11 inches of citrine for $1,599. Isn't that cool? Citrine is the most important prosperity stone you can work with. Prosperity, abundance. It's also a healer of the solar plexus chakra, so it's really good for irritable bowel disease, which at this point I'm convinced pretty much everybody has.
Damn you, Doritos.
You know, I think most people have digestive problems just because we're not designed to eat the kind of food that we eat.
Guaranteed.
You know, we're just not designed to.
If you think about the evolution of food, like how food changed in just the last 100 years, right? How have we, as a species, evolved in that time frame to keep up? It's not even possible.
Yeah, I think we eat too much animal stuff, and I think we don't take care of ourselves. So I think that's mostly why we have bad digestive situations. Isn't that cool? So yeah, so congratulations if you are feeling connected to that. That is one incredible piece of citrine.
Beautiful.
To attract some big wealth your way, right? Yeah, that would be an incredible centerpiece of a prosperity grid. Holy smokes. No doubt about it. Yeah. I mean, I don't eat great either, right? I love Cheetos and all kinds of stuff, but I mean, I pay the price, you know?
Delicious. I love you,
And
Cheetos.
stress.
I love
You know,
you,
and
Cheetos.
stress. We're not meant to be as stressed as we are. That's why we got to learn how to lighten up and take it easy. I think it extends the lifespan. Uh-huh. Need more soup? I'm with you, Julia. I love soup too, don't you? It's like so comforting, and although sometimes I just want Cheetos.
I'm going to take a break.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm going to pass this off to my assistant, this next item in the show tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, so.
Hello, Peter. He looks ready to party, doesn't he?
He does look ready to party.
I should call him Petros. We should give
Actually,
him
I should keep one
a
on.
nice Greek name for my
show.
peacock. We have Libyan gold bracelets for you under $200 tonight. This is insane. If you've always wanted Libyan gold tektite, if you don't know what Libyan gold is, I'm going to teach you in just a second, so you can figure out whether this is right for you or not.
Rondell.
These are rondelles. They are
2 sizes.
perfectly sized and matched. This is the smaller size. We have 2 different sizes. That's the small, and then we have what's called the large. The small is 7 inches in length. The large is bigger beads, and it's 7.5 inches in length. You can restring this if you want, if it's not, going to fit you perfectly. I think they're adjustable slightly, or are they not?
No, they're not.
Okay.
They're not.
So,
I mean, I guess you could add some more loops in them.
I hate to
make
ask,
them...
but I'd like to put the small one on just so I can give them a sense of like what sizes this will fit. Up to and down to, you know what I mean? If that's possible.
Definitely not possible.
Okay. Just because it's helpful, right? I'm a size 6 to 6.5 wrist. I don't know if you can help me with that.
Really making me work here.
Well, if you're gonna leave. You haven't missed the goddesses yet, the guardians. Did you think it was diamonds? I love Libyan gold tektite. I must tell you the story. Okay. So I'm a 6.5 inch wrist. This is a proper 7-inch bracelet. Now I can wear it. It's just it's gonna come down a little bit on me. So I would say up to a 7.5, but not over 7.5 for this bracelet, for it to fit really well. Let me give you the scoop on Libyan gold tektite. So Libyan gold tektite is kind of like moldavite, but it comes from a different part of the world. This is a meteor. This was produced from a meteoric collision just outside of Africa in the Saharan desert of, just outside of Egypt in northern Africa. And so this material has been rolled around and tossed around in those Saharan sands for millions of years. This collision happened... The moldavite collision happened about 21 million years ago, and I think the Libyan gold collision happened, do you know, Dave? Like 26 million years ago? I think it might have been slightly before, if I'm recalling correctly, the moldavite collision. Now, King Tut, before he died, commissioned a scarab to be carved out of this and placed on his death plate, his funerary chest plate.
It's rad.
Because they believed that Libyan gold tektite facilitated a really quick, easy passage to the afterlife. Isn't that fascinating? Which is why I think a lot of us still love it. I mean, isn't it amazing to think that even during the time of King Tut, this stuff had already been out there in the desert for millions of years? Like when you think about civilizations rising and falling and pharaohs living and dying and all this stuff, and this material's been there all that time. And this material is still sitting out there in the middle of the sub-Saharan desert. It sits in the sand. But it's so incredibly hard to get there that could you go and get some today? You could. Good luck getting there. You know what I mean? So we trust people to go and secure it and bring it back, and then they cut it and fasten it, but it is extremely rare because it only comes from that one place. So this is super powerful, just like Moldavite, for astral travel, spirit connection, deepening states of awareness. Like if you have trouble meditating or trouble dropping in, this would be a good material for you to work with. It's fascinating, isn't it? So the small bracelet, which is the one I just showed you, I have 11 of those for $179. Retail price is $250, if you can find it. And then the large bracelet, I have 13 of those. They are $199. Retail price is $250. It says so. They're in that range, $200 to $300 if you can find them, and both of ours are under $200 for you tonight. So we've got it at a great price, and it's really unique. So the small is 7 inches. The medium, the next size up, is 7.5 inches. And they're 2 different diameters of beads.
Yeah, the size of the rondelles.
The small beads are 4 millimeters, and the medium beads are 8 millimeters. 4 and 8. Isn't that cool? Oh, I love that.
You did a good job.
Peter says congratulations to you that at some point he will take those off and send those to you after he's done astrally traveling.
It's the only way he can gain flight.
To meet his peacock guides.
It's the only way he can truly gain flight.
His ascended peacock masters.
After all peacocks just want to fly.
No, they don't, but they're really horny, and this is their season. They are out there making babies. Have you ever heard of peacock mating call? I can try to replicate it for you.
Please no.
I'm not very good at it anyway. It's like, Does it make you want to mate?
No. Can't say it does.
All of this with no wine, everybody. What do you think?
Whoa.
Turns out all it takes is a little bit of a headache and a fever to make me loopy. Who needs wine?
Who needs wine?
I tried it. Look, it's terrible, right? I'm not good at it. If you look it up online and it sounds totally different, don't blame me. That was my really strong effort for you. Okay, now these are rad. This is also one of the most affordable items in this show. So, but we have, that's the thing. You're going to see like a $3,000 crystal and then a $20 cabochon. These are under $20. This is black sunstone. Isn't this cool?
I think it's cool. I really do.
Yeah. It's
sparkly.
It's graphite in gray aventurine. Isn't that cool? And it's natural. You just don't see it very often.
Nope.
I'm telling you, again, send this to Nicole. Have her make you a necklace. Have her make you a cuff out of this. She makes purses where she puts the cabochon on the purse. Like, these are absolutely beautiful. Or have that made into a ring.
I love how it's faceted too.
Isn't it pretty? We've never had black goldstone before. Or black sunstone, I should say. So, we have... they're 0.75 to 1 inch. I have 16 of them. What I would say this is really good for, it's a relatively rare material. We don't have a lot of experience with it at Sage Goddess because it's new to us. This is the first time we've brought you any material in it, so we only have the cabochons. I wish we had jewelry made out of it. But I would say this is very grounding and also clearing. Gray aventurine can be a very clearing mineral to work with. So grounding, clearing, stabilizing energy for you would be what I would consider black sunstone. These are $19 a piece. And I have 16 of them. Aren't they pretty? I love bringing you these loose stones. And I love that you love it too, because there's so many cool things you can do with it. You can make a wand and put that on the front of your wand, or you can take it to your jeweler and...
That's cool stuff.
Yeah.
Good job.
This is real. Yeah, this is real. Goldstone is not real, right? But this is real. I know. I wish I had more.
Yeah, sorry guys. It's really rad.
Yeah, I don't even think I can get any more. Sorry.
Sorry.
I tried.
Sorry.
It's just
super
sometimes we
cool,
find
I
things
know.
and they're really special and they don't have any more. So,
I know.
and I go back and I'm like, do you have any more? And they're like, no. It's like, well, poop.
It's rad.
It's pretty cool. So
This is
enjoy.
one of those things. It's just
Yeah. Black sunstone. Kind of an oxymoron, right? Black sunstone. I don't think of it. It's almost like it has like an eclipse type of energy to it. I really like it. Yeah, gray aventurine with graphite. Super pretty. Yeah, I think me too, Lindsay. I love sunstone in general though, but I'm a Leo and leadership is my thing, so it's like that's my jam. So congratulations. Now these are rad. These are really, really cool. I know. These we had made for you in Mexico, Dave and me, back in 2019 when we went to Mexico.
14 years ago.
It does. So the stone comes from Argentina. Dave and I had the rough, and then we took the rough to Mexico and had generators carved because generators in blue Lemurian calcite don't really exist.
These aren't just a normal generator, though. See the shape of these?
Yeah, but they're still six-sided, babe.
They're rad. They're like Ovaltine generators.
Oval space in my room.
Oh well, thank you. Is there the rose one or the mango one? The glass one?
No, I don't think so.
Really?
I think you're out of your special
Am
iced
I
tea.
being picky?
Please don't order anymore because it comes in a huge box and I don't want to unpack it.
I know, but they're so good.
I made a really cool.
It's like, can we just drink the iced tea that comes from the
He can stay
supermarket?
in here.
Oh,
Thank you.
come on
Oh, he
in.
doesn't want to.
Oh, come on, ravioli.
No,
I would love to
scared
have
of
you.
Thank you, Zoe.
Everybody wants a ravioli, don't you?
You guys should make little plushies.
What of Smash?
Yeah, we should put a light on that, on the blue. Put your iced tea down.
Sorry. Special delivery.
You guys.
Look at the quality on that.
You know, grab this, Dave. Grab my light stand here real quick and pop that baby on there. It's already plugged in if you just turn it on. Dave will show you. This is rad. We have these light stands that Sage got us. Is it not coming through?
Oh, because this one has a
Oh,
aragonite
it's
in the
got the
bottom.
aragonite on the base.
So I think it depends. No.
No, you can see it on the bottom though. That's rad.
No.
It's not bad. It shows you a little bit.
No.
At night, I bet you'd be able to see more through it.
Ah.
Okay. Yay! Paige got a sunstone. I'm happy for you. Okay, so let me tell you a scoop of blue Lemurian calcite. It literally looks like Caribbean water. This is the AAA grade, meaning it's mostly blue,
stuff.
very little aragonite, right? So we typically have 2 grades of this material. We had the A grade carved for tonight's sale, just meaning it's more blue. So the blue is Lemurian calcite from Argentina. The brown is aragonite. Those 2 minerals grow together. Blue Lemurian calcite brings peace and harmony. It's a really powerful water element stone. Really good for opening your throat chakra, helping you to express and communicate. Generators are 6-sided towers like that. They gather their energy from the base and direct it to the tip and then loop it back. So they create like a vortex of energy, which is why we love generators. I collect them. A lot of you do too. I don't have a lot of these. And is that correct?
I don't know.
I don't know. I think the price on this is wrong. These are under $100.
Can I keep one?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep one. So Team SG under list.
Dos?
Yeah, under list by 2 because I don't have one either. So and we don't have any more being made. So you know it's special when Dave and I are like.
We're both like, I'm gonna keep.
So
one.
we had 50, but now we have 48. Whoops.
Whoops.
And yeah, these are really incredible. So if you want one, these are 6 inches and then they're like 2 inches wide. These are
they're
really
fat
big
puppies.
generators. Yeah, so that's what I was just saying, EA. These are 6 inches tall and then you can see the diameter. I mean, that's about 2 inches wide for these. I really can't believe these are under $100.
Yeah.
So if you want one, I have 48 of them, $99. They ship for free. Holy smokes, ready to go.
Yeah.
If you buy one, this is one of those times where I will tell you, no buyer's remorse, no regret, best decision of your day. I'm not kidding. Because it's just, you can't find them. You can't. When before we went down to Mexico, I found one on eBay, a generator.
Oh yeah.
$300, 4 inches.
You can't. I mean, they're just not out there.
It's the best decision you're making. Congratulations, you're welcome. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Easter, Happy Valentine's Day, Happy Hanukkah. Blue the Marine Calcite generators. And carved by people we know, who you would love, at a super magical place with amazing energy, with people who are super passionate about carving, like where that's their vocation. It's not just like, it's not a factory, right? These are people who are trained, and it's family, and they're taught generation after generation. I mean, it's, you can feel really good about that. The energy is amazing. So congratulations, everybody. Yeah. You want a rose ring? Sharon wants a rose ring. Let's do that. We have I can do that for you. Love you, Sharon Linden. We have rose quartz rings from Momo of Mercurius Designs, darling Momo. I only have the 3. For some reason I thought we had a couple, but we don't. Oh my god, Morgan, for a priestess water altar, I don't even know that there's a better tool than that Lemurian generator. Other than Larimar, like if you could find a Larimar generator, but you know, if you found a Larimar generator that size, you're going to be paying $5 or $10,000.
Yeah.
So I would go with that because that's a little bit more affordable.
Look how I opened this on the bottom there. Created the openings of the stone.
We don't have baskets for you tonight, and I'm going to briefly explain to you why. We were having issues with the baskets, okay, and they were overflowing with beautiful, beautiful things, but then people would receive it and say, oh, I don't like what I got, I want to send it back, because each basket was individually made for the person. So it's just a lot of work for my team, especially if we have occasions like that where people like, I want to send it back, and then, you know, it was just,
because
it
like
became
she
a lot
would
of
get a labradorite sphere, and I'd get a, I don't know, calcite,
sunstone sphere or whatever,
sunstone, and
like,
then she'd post her picture and be like, oh, I really like that, I wish I
want
got that.
hers. Can I send mine back? So unfortunately, because we had a lot of that happening with the surprise bags, and we can't standardize them, we made each one custom and special. We're just going to push pause on it for right now. I don't like to ruin things for some people because of things that other people do, but we want to find a way to make it
And make everybody happy.
Maybe it has to be standardized. We just can't. We can't send. You know, I mean, my team spends days making those, only to have it returned, right? So now my team has taken days away from fulfilling orders and doing other things, and for nothing. Do you know what I mean? For less than nothing. So for us, it wasn't working out because of people's experiences. So when we can make them so that everybody's happy and it's all the same thing and people are not, you know, upset and wanting to return everything, then we'll do something like a surprise bag again. We love doing it, but it was days and days and days. I mean, 4 days a month of my team's time going away. And I just can't, we're a small company still, so I just can't have 4 people 4 days a month where we lose all of that time. So thank you for understanding. I really appreciate it. Okay, rose quartz rings from Momo. I only have 3. I have one that's a 5.5, one that's a 6.5, and one that's an 8.5. No, people don't suck, but I want people to be happy, and I can't waste people's time. I can't waste my team's time because it's, you know, they get discouraged. So anyway, we'll figure that out. I love this ring. So I will tell you, the first time we ever saw this ring was when I came home from a Tucson show wearing it. Because I was like, and mine was smoky quartz at the time. I ended up gifting mine to someone who really, really wanted it. But Momo gets these crazy, gorgeous double turn points, and then sets them in this gorgeous organic, it's like sexy fingers coming up and holding it. I love all of Momo's designs anyway, but truly this is one of my favorite rings he's ever done. Isn't it gorgeous? He winds that design all the way around the bottom of the band, and then it's open on the inside. It's stamped 925 with his Mercurius symbol, and that is rose quartz from Madagascar, which is the juiciest, gemmiest, clearest, most sexy rose quartz. We talked about rose quartz tonight, right, which is the universal, unconditional love stone. And Morgan, if I can, I'll get back to you on that about rose quartz versus kunzite because they're very different. Rose quartz is a member of the quartz family. Kunzite is spodumene. And so they're both pink and they both relate to love but have slightly different metaphysical properties. So if I can, I'll come back to you with more information on that. These are double terminated, meaning remember points on both sides, which means you can send and receive energy. When you have a single term, you can send or receive. So these are like little love transmitter rings. I think they're really, really pretty. They're all the same size. They're all the same price, but there's 3 different sizes. So we have a 5.5, a 6.5, and an 8.5, and they are $145 each. Isn't that beautiful? Can
I
have
like
it?
how the fingers come up.
Is there? Let me try one. There's only 2 that are going to fit me. Oh.
Yeah, look at that. That fits nicely.
It's a little too big because I'm a 7 on my middle finger, and this is an 8.5, but you can see it. Isn't that the perfect size of ring? I love it, darling. I do. It would look good on your index finger, too. And, somebody's really making you mad. I'm going to hit you with my love ring.
Is that a threat?
Dave is silently...
All too often, I'm the one.
Christina, you totally know he is. He's always thinking of a movie quote. Don't go falling in love with her. Oh, yeah. Aren't they cute? Yeah, I was glad I had those in different sizes for you guys because, there's nothing worse than when you see something you really love and you're like, great, they only have it in a size whatever, So I'm really happy if you got one and you wanted one. That band is beautiful, isn't it? You can probably tell by what I bring you, but I'm a sucker for really organic designs. One of my really good friends is an interior designer. And I learned so much from him because you know me, I like to learn not just about metaphysics, but I like to learn about mastery of other professions and stuff too, because you learn a lot by doing that. And what he taught me is you can never go wrong in design if you use a shape that's found in nature or a color that's found in nature. So he's like, if it's a shape that you find on tree branches or tree limbs or somewhere, if you can find it in nature, it's going to be beautiful. If it's a color that you would find in a flower or on a bird's feathers or something like that, again, you can never go wrong with it because it's found in nature. Nature doesn't make mistakes is his mantra. And I think it's really true. So when you see these colors and the textures and everything, nature doesn't make mistakes. So you can't ever go wrong. Yeah, super fun, right? Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, I'm really, really happy for you. Because I'm always nervous, because I design a lot of spaces. Like when I was designing this room, I'm like, well, what if I choose this color and it's wrong? And it's like, if you find it in nature, it can't be wrong. I was like, that gives you a whole new perspective, doesn't it? Okay, next up is something that we've had on the website for you before, but a lot of you are not aware that we have these. And we have these custom made. Can you show them? These are the 4-directional generators done in quartz. We have 50 of these available for you tonight. Do you know where these are?
Number 1.
Oh. That's even more helpful. Okay. So I'm going to tell you the story of these. Ready? Oh yeah, I'm going to play the Momo drum for you tonight. If you're in Soul Shift, you have until midnight tomorrow to order your tools for next month that come with a drum. So yes, I am playing that for you tonight. Maybe I'll do that after we're done here.
Well, that could be fun.
Yeah, we'll take a little drumming break. You can go pee and I can drum and, I don't know. Do you have to pee? It's so weird. I'm such a mom. I'm like thinking about your bathroom needs. I specifically don't drink much before the sale, so I don't have to take a break.
I sometimes make that mistake. Sorry.
As I get older, I'll just put it depends on and we can just keep rolling.
Please no.
Okay, so here's the story about these. Can you guys see me okay? Yeah. I had a set of these, 10, 15 years ago, okay? And I wanted to buy another set as a gift for a friend. And I went back and the company that was making them went out of business. And I was like, well, okay, what do we do? And one day Dave came to me and he said, I have somebody who can make them. And I was like, 4-direction generators? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, really? I almost didn't believe it because first of all, they have to cut and match the quality of the stones and the size of the stones. Then they have to be able to engrave the font down the front, right? And he's like, not only can they do it, but they'll individually bag them, and then we can do a custom box with our own art on it, which we did. Come on, Peter. So we had them put like a map on the front with the compass of the 4 directions. Isn't that cool? And it says Sage Goddess. So this is how it comes to you, right? And then each one comes in its own individual bag. So if you want to travel with it, you can. I mean, I don't. They're sitting on my altar in my garden. So I don't travel with them, but you could. And this is something that you won't find anywhere else. I know, isn't this cool? Why would you want these? On an altar, it is extremely important. And if you've been with me for the 10 years I've been doing this work, or any part of it, and you come to ceremonies, you know, I really feel strongly, and I was trained this way too, that it's really important to represent the 4 directions on your altar. There's a lot of different ways to do that. But by literally physically marking them, the north goes in the north, the south in the south, east and west go to the proper directions, it anchors the energy. And because it's quartz, it's holding that frequency and that vibration. It makes your ceremonial work more powerful, or any grid or altar or space where you put it. These sit in my garden around my Lakshmi statue in the southeast, with citrine in between the generators, and that's how I work with mine. I only have 1 set, but if you can bring them inside and keep them on your altar inside, however you want to work with them. Some people work with them one at a time and really do specific elemental work. Remember, west is water, east is air, south is fire, north is earth. So there's a lot of different ways to work with them. So we took 50 of them out of our inventory to bring them to the sale tonight. In case you didn't have a set, you really should have a set of these. And this is the ultimate gift.
And the benefit is free shipping.
And it's free shipping because they're heavy. Okay, so that's the other benefit. And I will tell you something. We don't have any more of these made. It would take 6 months to have them made again.
Easy. Yeah.
If you want this for a holiday gift, I know it's nuts. I know we're in April. You know, don't unfollow me for saying this. I hate it when people go, get it as a Christmas gift, and it's like February, right? But we're not going to have these in December. So truly, if you have that person in your life and they have everything and you don't know what to get them, put this away. You'll be really glad you have it come the holiday time, right? Yeah, Dave will show them to you while I share with you more of the details. So I have 50 sets. The generators are 4 inches each, 4 to 5 inches each. The box is 6.75 inches by 5.5 inches, if you must know all the dimensions. Aren't they beautiful? They're all hand carved. And they are $149 each for the set of 4 in the box. Yeah. Isn't that cool? $149, and it's free shipping. I paid $200 for my set, which is the exact same size as these. These are identical to my generators. I paid more than this for my set.
How long ago?
Close to 10 years ago now. And I didn't get a box. And it was for sure not free shipping. So, but that's because we had these made, so I can pass that savings on to you. Isn't that cool? So congratulations if you've been like wanting and wishing and hoping and thinking about it. Now's the time to get one while we have them. And I think this is a must. And I'll tell you, I love the font. I don't know if you like the font. I think that is the
Getting the
coolest
font to match your old font was
So he actually had to take my original ones and do all this diligence because I wanted the exact same font, because you know how picky I am. It's the exact font of my original set. Isn't that cool? Yeah, if you already have it, I'm so glad you're loving it. It's nice to hear from you in the feed too, those of you who have them. Yeah. Yeah, there are only 48 calcite generators. Ciara is saying you only announced 38 winners. So Team SG, does that mean there's 10
no
calcite generators left?
They said they announced them all.
Oh, okay, good. Team SG is saying they announced them all. I'm not sure, guys. If you were counting and it didn't seem like the right number, we can wait and hear from Hannah and Alexis too, but it sounds like they announced all the winners, but I'm not sure why it didn't add up to 48. Dave and I are not keeping 10 of those things. You know what I mean? We're keeping 2. So congratulations. That's also a very good purchase. and I'll tell you, like, things like that to me, you know, when we bring you sterling silver pendulums, when we bring you those 4 direction generators, those are heirloom tools. Those are things one day that you're gonna, I hope, you know, be really mindful as you think about who you pass those things down to. You know, they're really, really special. So, yep. Actually, Charlene, you know, we have done that. We've done generators that have all 4 directions on one piece before. It's been a minute though. So that would probably be good, Alexis and Hannah, to share with the product team and see if they want to bring some of those single generators back. It's great for you to suggest it, Charlene, because we had them, but I don't think we have them now. So thank you for that. Yeah. We also have the home protection set. I'm sure you guys have seen that too, with the 4 black tourmaline generators. I chose the symbols for that. Each one is a different protection symbol, and then there's 1 smoky quartz. So we have that too. Oh, I was looking forward to these. These are the last of the Schramm rings for tonight, guys. When he showed me these rings a couple of weeks ago, I was so excited, I can't even tell you. These are both, is that ruby or sapphire?
Sapphire.
No, the penis one.
What?
The Shiva one. It looks blue, doesn't it? Sometimes it's hard for me with corundum. That's sapphire. What do you think? Because red corundum is ruby and blue corundum is sapphire. So we have 1 sapphire ring and 1 ruby ring here for you. We don't have multiples of these. This is the last of the Schramm pieces for tonight, by the way. If you don't know who Schramm is, there's an interview I did with him on YouTube. He's one of my friends. He lives in northern India, and he's a magic maker. And he makes jewelry just for me, which is huge and a huge blessing. So let's start with the Shiva ring first. This is he carved this Shiva lingam out of sapphire and then set it in sterling silver. So what does this shape represent? So Shiva lingam are these stones that wash up on the banks of the Narmada River in India, and they're considered to be symbols, talismans of really powerful spiritual energy, and they represent the union of the divine masculine and feminine. It's obviously a phallic shape, right? So the idea is that the Shiva is received by the feminine. Do you need me to draw you a picture of what that looks like? Probably not. This isn't that kind of show. Poor Dave. So he carved this one out of sapphire. So this is your divine integration ring. It's so important, and one of the main things I'm noticing even in my teaching this year, and I'm about to teach masculine and feminine integration to my students starting in May, so if you're in Soul Shift, you're going to hear me talking all about this.
Sounds like a naughty show.
So many of us identify with our masculine, or we identify with our feminine, and we forget that we're both. Someone who identifies as male has a feminine energy within him, right? Someone who identifies as female has a male energy within her, right? We are the union of both. It took both to form us, and we have both within us. And I'm one of my missions in life is to get people to see that, because I think we too much identify with how others perceive us or how we perceive ourselves, except the goal of spirituality is integration of the masculine and the feminine, which leads, I think, to healing and happiness and joy and all the things, right? So this is your integration ring in sapphire. These rings are the same price because it's the same amount of sapphire and sterling silver. This one is a size 6.5. I only have one. This one is $245. Isn't that beautiful? And every time you look at that, it's to remind you that you are both. I'll put that one on because these will fit me. You're both. You are the masculine, you are the feminine. We all are. Yeah. Isn't that gorgeous? And you can wear it either way. You can wear it with the wider, as almost like a shield with the wider edge away from you, or you can wear it with the wider edge towards you. Isn't that gorgeous? It's your button. Leave it alone, I know. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, that's your Shiva ring. You are both.
When I was in 6th grade,
Uh-oh.
I was in 6th grade, they taught me how to integrate the divine masculine with the divine feminine.
Tell me more about what they taught you.
Yeah. Well,
Did they show you a short video?
It was a very short video. Black and white, and But
When I was 6 years old, I figured it out in my backyard.
okay, yeah. There's that.
I did. I was such an early bloomer. I found it. I had a little friend named Angie, and we discovered it all together. And then, but you know what? Kids today, even though they have access to all the internet and the information, I find that they're a little bit behind the times when it comes to that stuff. Isn't it interesting?
You think they are?
Okay. Well, I don't know. Okay. This ring. This ring is the same price, $245. I only have one. This is. Check out what he did here. Is this mastery or what? He took a natural record keeper ruby, cut it, and set it, echoing the triangle of the metal. Isn't that beautiful? So it's a triangle within a triangle within a triangle. This is one of my favorite rings that he's done too. I love both of those so much. I wouldn't know how to choose because I think they're both beautiful. So it's like, let's bring them both to the sale and then you guys can decide. $245, baby. And it's a star. When you get it, you'll see there's a little bit of that shimmer and light play across the surface. That's your Wonder Person ring. Isn't that cool? Yeah, I know. I wish he could do more too, but everything is just one by one by one with him. It's all just one of a kind, piece by piece, which makes it special, right? That's your Wonder Ring. Congratulations if you got something from Shram today. He's a magnificent spirit. Isn't it cool? I'm with you. All caps, effing amazing. I couldn't agree with you more. I couldn't wait to show those to you. And now we have sapphire spheres. It's kind of a sapphire day.
We have Arvedznite and Sapphire.
Arvedznite. Arvedznite.
Arv.
Arv.
God, I hope somebody got a screenshot.
I did a lot of really powerful
Impressions?
interpretive movements for you tonight, I think. I mean, I don't know. I think it's been a rich experience for all of us together tonight. I feel like we know each other better now. Yeah, congratulations, you guys. All right, Peter, what are we doing over there, darling? Where's his root chakra?
Well, hey.
Oh, hey. Okay. Sapphire! It's been a minute since we had sapphire spheres. It really has been a minute. I have 2 different sizes for you. The small. I have 14 of the small and 17 of the medium. All of these spheres are under $330 for solid sapphire. I'm going to tell you something. That's a gem show price. Truly, it is. When these came through, I thought the retail price was going to be closer to $600.
See that?
So I was really excited to see that it wasn't. So if you wanted a sapphire sphere, tonight's your night.
Do you see that?
You came for the animal sounds? That was my seal. Okay. It's really pretty. Oh, there it is. There's that little sparkle that you look for. Call that agilurescence. Okay. What is sapphire? Why do we love it so much? I wear it every day. I have a sapphire necklace I never take off. I have a sapphire ring from Shram that I never take off. It's a little tiny one, but I wear it every day. Sapphire is a stone of wisdom. Sapphire is one of the precious stones, right? Ruby, emerald, sapphire are the 3 most precious gems other than diamond on this planet. Sapphire, as I told you before, is a member of the corundum family. It's a naturally hexagonal material, which is why even in these spheres, sometimes you can see the outline of the hexagon, which is really cool. Sapphire, they call it the teacher stone. See the hexagon? See how you can actually see the outline? Do you see the lines? So even though this has been polished into a sphere, you can actually see the outline of that hexagonal shape. And Shram taught us this in the interview, so which is why you should go to YouTube and watch those. He taught us that sapphire is actually the result of hexagon upon hexagon upon hexagon upon hexagon. So if you were to cut down through sapphire, you see these layers of hexagons. Oh, isn't that cool? These are beautiful quality, you guys. So wisdom, intuition, powerful third eye stone. We don't talk about sapphire and intuition all the time because it's the most expensive of the intuition stones, sapphire and tanzanite, right? So it's much more affordable to get a piece of lapis, which is also a good intuition stone. Azurite's more affordable, but sapphire is one of the rarest of the third eye stones, and it's hard to find. And spheres are ridiculous. We have had spheres for you before, smaller and not as good a price point or a value. So like I said, if you've been waiting for a sapphire sphere, tonight's your night. I have 14 of the small, 1.75 inches for $2.99, and I have 17 of the medium, 2 inches, 2 to 2.2 for $329. I'm really proud of that because sapphire spheres are nuts.
Wow.
And the main thing to know with spheres, if you guys are new, a lot of you have been around the block with me for a decade, so you know this stuff already, but some of you who are new might not know this because I teach about crystals and not just the metaphysical properties, but actually the carving and the cutting and what it takes. There's so much loss when you carve a sphere because you have to start with a much bigger piece of rough and cut it down.
Yeah.
And then what do you do with the rough? So it's usually not wasted. They'll cut it into tumbled stones, you know what I mean? Or they'll sell it off as natural rough and things like that. But there's a lot of loss that goes into it. And that's why carvings and spheres are the two most expensive cuts because of the amount of loss. With a generator, you don't have as much loss. You can carve multiple generators and not have a lot of waste. But with spheres, it's like waste is just part of the process. But we love it. So I'm really excited for you. I know these are expensive, but I'm still telling you, like, you could turn around and sell that and make a profit. You shouldn't, but you could. Yeah. I don't have any ruby spheres, unfortunately. I know. Sometimes we get them, though, so stay tuned. If we do get them, they'll probably come here. It's the kind of thing I tend to save and bring to these live sales. But, man, unbelievably beautiful. Yeah, and size doesn't matter. The small is great. You know what I mean? You don't have to get the bigger one. Because the small really isn't that small.
Oof. There's a flash from this side on this one. See if I can get it.
That's beautiful. And that's the star. Isn't that gorgeous? That's what they call a star. If you take that out in the sun, it probably starts to split the rays into
In fact, I didn't shine a light on it there. I wonder if I can...
you can see it. You see how the rays start to go? It's like, hypnotized. I love sapphire. I'm shameless about it.
Look at that. You see that?
Somebody recently asked me to write a piece about my favorite stone, and guess what I wrote about? I wrote about sapphire. Because there's just such a lineage and a legacy and a magic to sapphire, you know? Going back to Vedic astrology, which I'll be teaching in Crystal Masters this year, it's one of the primary stones of Vedic astrology too. So congratulations if you got one of those. They're really beautiful. I'm happy for you. Any Synergy 12 stones tonight? I don't think so. Next time. There's a little bit of moldavite in the wandlet that we have for you tonight. So I guess we do in a pendant that I'll get to for you. I'm going to show you a sphere, and then we're going to do some goddesses and carvings. Is that okay, Dave? Mm-hmm. Okay. This sphere is carnelian. I have 50 of these. I want to take a minute to talk about carnelian because a lot of you need this and don't realize it. I live in carnelian land, so this is not a stone that I need because I collect carnelian. I love carnelian. This one is a wishing sphere because the lines go all the way around, which is kind of cool. Carnelian is a member of the agate family, and it grows in these like fiery shades of red, orange, and gold, and yellow, and it's banded like that because it's an agate mineral. But carnelian is unique in its metaphysical properties. It's really like hardened fire. They call it the gemstone or lapidary form of caffeine. It gives you kind of like a turbo boost. It's really good for chronic fatigue. It's good for depression. It's good for empaths whose upper chakras are nice and open and flowing and their lower chakras are all blocked. You know? And usually that results in stagnant energy, weight gain. You know, it's like the upper chakras are moving, but nothing's happening down south. This stimulates creativity. It brings passion and desire, and it's super juice, right? Carnelian. We have a great price on these for a 4-inch carnelian sphere. Here's the other thing I'm going to tell you, and you may not know this. I didn't know this until this year. So I reached out. I wanted a large carnelian generator. I don't have one. And I said, you know, I've been to Tucson and Denver forever, right? Every year I go looking for big carnelian pieces. I can't find them. I can't even find 4-inch carnelian spheres at Tucson and Denver. And what I found out is carnelian doesn't crystallize in huge crystals. They can't make spheres bigger than that, really, in carnelian. So this is likely the largest carnelian sphere you'll be able to get, and it's under $100. Isn't it gorgeous? I know. I would recommend, by the way, he's showing it to you on the velvet pillows. Can you show them one on just the champagne colored pillow for a second? Because that's what those little pillows are designed for. We have them at sagegoddess.com. I wonder if there's a way to add one to people's invoices if you want one. There might be a way to do that. But you should just go on sagegoddess.com. They're 19% off with code SPRING19 and check out with one if you want one. He's got it on the small pillow. That size sphere, though, I would put it on the large pillow, which he can show you in just a second. Pete's sitting on it right this minute, but Pete's left butt cheek is on it. But I would actually, for this size of sphere, I would get the larger pillow. Isn't that beautiful? Also, it would look really pretty on purple, too, because orange and purple are really complementary colors. I'm making you work for your money. Isn't it pretty? I know. I don't know. Some of them probably do have druzy holes. I don't know. I've only seen part of the lot, but they're really, really beautiful. So these are $99. I have 50 of them, and that's all she wrote. With no capacity to get bigger. 4 inches is where carnelian maxes out. Isn't that cool? So I don't own a bigger sphere than that either. And what I learned this year is I probably never will. It just doesn't crystallize bigger than that, so they don't have bigger carvings. Isn't that fascinating? I don't know.
You guys are just testing me now.
Oh, they asked to see it. Oh. Oh, come on now. You got to do it on black. Can you imagine that? It's Samhain on your altar.
Oh, that's rad.
Yeah. It's like a big sex ball.
A what?
It's a big sex ball.
Mm.
Peter's looking at it. Do you see him? Can you pan out a little bit? He's like, oh, Petros, you and your sex balls. He says he's been feeling kind of, randy ever since he put on his Libyan gold tektite necklaces.
Oh, yeah. He's really feeling, he's getting into it here.
What is the largest sphere I've ever seen? Do you mean of anything? Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, yeah.
There's a crystal shop in Las Vegas. They claim theirs is the biggest. I'm inclined to believe it is. I haven't seen a bigger one. But everybody tells you theirs is the biggest. If you don't know that yet, they all do. This one is the biggest one you're ever going to see. And at the time I was like, oh, wow, I'm so grateful to see a big one. I don't think it's the biggest one. But anyway, it is big. But every boy tells you that. It's okay. If I was a boy, I would say it too. I'd be like, you better watch out. This thing, it's the biggest one you ever saw. You have to go to Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. I love everything about it. It's naughty and so am I. We're talking about Guardians now.
There are 3 or 4. Are you selling this one? 'Cause you have this one.
I am.
Okay.
There's 4. She just wanted to be with the things. Oh, and look at Pete. He's like, I love these ladies. He's whispering to them going, mine's the biggest one you've ever seen. Look at him. He's like, listen, after the show here, you in purple, I'm going to show you something you've never seen before. You've never been to Vegas? Oh, Stephanie, come on. It's time for a Sage Goddess retreat then. I'll show you Vegas. And Randy, we will come and visit you. It was real big, Victoria. I mean, all jokes aside, 5 feet maybe?
Yeah, I think so.
5 or 6 feet? Yeah, it's big. I couldn't fit my arms around it. But I am always skeptical when a man tells me he's got the biggest thing ever. Okay. As we decided, Pizza Pimp, here you go. Look at him with all the lovely ladies. Please, somebody take a screenshot of this. This is very important for you. I'll take myself out of the shot so you can have your pimp shot. What do you got in your hand there?
Whispering in her ear.
Yeah, I like you. Okay.
Sweet nothings.
Sweet peacock methods.
Sweet peacock nothings.
Okay. Honestly, though, if we go to Vegas, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. You guys gotta, you know. I like to gamble, so if you want to go to Vegas with me, it's blackjack all night. And you can't stay at my table if you're not winning. No joke. I tell people to leave. Okay, we have 4 of these crystal guardians. These are handmade by an amazing woman in Glastonbury, England. Aren't they incredible? These are made one by one. They take weeks. These are art pieces. They are under $1,000. They're under $800. I will tell you that. These are the last 4 I have. I had 4, of the chakra goddesses before, and now I have 4 of the what she calls the crystal guardians. So we're gonna go one by one. They're all the same price.
Which one do you want to?
Let's just go in order from left to right.
Okay.
Okay. So she is the rose quartz guardian of love. Isn't she magnificent? She's holding a pink opal in her left hand. She's holding a rhodochrosite in her right hand. And then she has a rose quartz, a terminated rose quartz crystal on her head, which is rare to find terminated rose quartz, I will just say. And then the artist actually hand applies the gauze to each goddess and makes it like a dress. Isn't it? It's just, I want clothing like that, I will say. I know, these are, if you want one, don't hesitate. That's what I will tell you. They're worth every penny. When people come into my crystal room and I've got beautiful things here, it's still the first thing they say, like, oh my god, that goddess is incredible. Okay.
I think they're talking about you.
That's very sweet, but no, they're talking about the lovely ladies of the north. So your rose quartz love goddess is $750. We will very carefully package and ship her to you so that she does not break in transit. Isn't it gorgeous? And then that's amethyst on her head, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
But is there any kind of inclusion? Is there like, there's cacoxenite in the cluster down here. It's got hematite.
Yeah, but no.
Yeah. This is not Super 7 though, is it? I see cacoxenite.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to tell you something. That might be a Super 7 cluster in her hands. I just don't know. She also has multiple pieces of fluorite and then spirit quartz. So we have 2 amethyst guardians. This one's a little bit different because the amethyst in this one has hematite. So I'm going to call her the grounded amethyst guardian because she has less of the spirit quartz and more of the amethyst, cacoxenite, all of that happening. So this is your grounded spirit goddess, amethyst goddess, and she's also $750. Then we have the moon goddess. Oh my goodness sake. She has apophyllite, aura spirit quartz, moonstone on her forehead. Did you see that? I don't know if Dave can show you, but there's flash in that moonstone. See her?
What? There's flash? Oh. I got it.
Okay. And then, yeah, mostly zeolites and apophyllites in her hand. She has a little clear spirit quartz in her left hand. So she's your moon goddess. Isn't she beautiful? And she's also $750. Seriously, Jess Parsons, maybe you should make them. Because I think you would look super cute in clothes like that. I think it'd be really flattering on all of us, especially those of us who are a little vertically challenged. You know, we could kind of drape up in that. You know, it is not a resin that these are made out of, but I'm not exactly sure what the material is. And then this is your, I'm going to call her the etheric amethyst goddess because she's all spirit quartz, which is the land of the fae, right? So this is your
Sparkly.
fairy amethyst goddess. She's a little bit lighter than the other one. The energy's a little bit lighter. The other one's a little bit more protective and grounding. This one is just all crown chakra, fly away, floaty. And this one is also $750. So congratulations, enjoy. I'm so happy I could bring these to you. They made a long journey, first from Glastonbury to my house, and then from my house back to Sage Goddess, and then from Sage Goddess back to my house, and then they're going to go back to Sage Goddess.
And to you.
And then they're going to go to you.
So they've taken a few rides in the car with me.
The sweetest thing, just so you know, like, I always tell you these stories because I want you to know how special the people are behind the creations. So this woman made these for me, sent them to me, and she knew that Zoe's birthday was coming because these came to me back in March, at the beginning of March. And so I opened up the box, and there were the 8 guardians, right? But there's a separate little box. She sends her guardians with a guardian, with an extra goddess to protect them during their travels. And that one is a little tiny one. And once everything arrived safely here, she told me to gift that to Zoe for her birthday. So Zoe has a little mini guardian that traveled all that way with your guardians just to make sure they got here safely. Isn't that cute? I know. Oh, Emily, her boyfriend's watching with like, he's kind of probably gonna be like, why do you watch these crazy people? They're really... Okay, we're gonna take a little brief intermission here so I can play a drum for you.
We can play.
A drum? If you are in Soul Shift, which is
drum
my...
solo?
No. If you are in Soul Shift, if you're in Soul Shift, which is my online class at Alchemy, then you've seen your tools for next month include a drum. Momo had these drums made for you in Bali. Isn't that cool?
How long? Pete and I are going to put on a little show back here.
Is that what you wanted to see? Whether you could do a puppet show with it? Well, what does your boyfriend think of us now?
I was actually getting the lights for your drum solo.
What's happening to me?
It's been a while since I've
What
done
is happening to me?
How they do that, Benihana? Flick the lights.
Not only do I think I was cuter a year ago, I think I was smarter a year ago, and definitely more sane.
Maybe.
And so this you can use to call in the guides and the guardians.
I'm not going to participate in that. Whatever that was. I'm not doing that. No. Do you want me to leave? Because you can do the rest of this whole thing. All you.
All right.
All right.
So your kit comes with your drum, and
Your
then
kid comes with a
okay,
drum.
and
We're
it comes with the
shipping
beater.
kids.
It comes with the beater too.
Who doesn't need a good beater? Well, you've had 2 warnings on this, and I don't know.
Okay.
Put the drum down.
They wanted it. You got it.
Nope.
You have until midnight tomorrow to subscribe for your tools. So that happened at 5:36 p.m. So Alexis maybe can share this into Soul Shift and say, if you don't want to watch all the hijinks, you can just fast forward there, and Athena will play the drum.
Looking for ways to drive your spouse or significant other mad. Just play the drum.
So this is a kit that is for my class, and we have more than enough available if you want one, but we only will have, I mean, we're basically, this is all custom to order, so, but you have to place your order for your, subscribe to your tools by midnight tomorrow in order to secure one. After that, we will not be able to get you a drum. Yeah. Cheers. Was that good for you? It was good for me. I'm sure you enjoyed the screaming too. Okay. Oh, chessboard.
I need a break. I just need a minute.
Really?
Yeah, it's just sometimes it's a lot for me to like take in. And,
I'm just sit on your lap.
Well, later. We're getting all close and serious now.
We're gonna take a break. Oh, that man.
Oh, all right.
Oh, that man.
Actually, you know who? These would look rad on here. Like,
It looks badass.
it looks badass.
Put them at the four corners.
No,
right?
no. Instead of the horse, right? The horses, you got a dragon set here.
Yeah, we'll do citrine skulls next. Yeah. I know. He needs one. I don't need it. All I need is to drum and scream and drive him nuts. It's enough for me. Okay. You want to talk about these? Ready? You go.
What?
I don't know. You could do this one.
Okay.
Where is it?
I don't know.
Team SG?
It's
Oh.
number 11.
It's under malachite. Really?
As I told you once, told you 1,000 times. Name it after the shape. B for board.
Daniel says you have to pay. Do you have to pay?
B for board.
Okay. This is going downhill. Can you show them that? Okay.
I'm showing them.
Okay. You want to play chess? Well, Vanya wanted me to do it.
You're about to go in the penalty box. Okay.
Okay. You did, Kat. Yeah, we just did the goddesses. I'm sorry about that, but we'll try to get more for you. We will try. Okay, so this is you guys won't believe the price on this. These are under $400 for a malachite onyx chess set. The board is onyx, black onyx, inlaid with white onyx, sardonyx, which is the red, and then malachite. And that's all natural stones. This is another one, like, if you know someone who loves chess, I'm not good at it, but I was obsessed with the Queen's Gambit. Most of you probably were too. So I had a whole newfound appreciation for it after that show. You think this is uphill? Anyway, the pieces are all natural stone too. They're onyx and malachite. And you get the board and all of the pieces, obviously, and it's $399 a piece. And I only have 3 of the sets. It's 11.75 inches. Isn't that cool? Dude, these are rad. And what an incredible gift. You just don't see inlaid stuff like this, a foot of inlay like that in natural stone for even under $1,000. When I saw the price, this is another one where I kind of thought maybe it was a mistake. Because you think about the carving of each individual piece. So malachite is for divine feminine healing. Onyx is very protective. Any onyx that isn't black is usually called sardonyx. So, and that takes us back to the Bible too. Sardonyx is mentioned as one of the stones in the Bible too. So anyway, so sardonyx is extremely grounding and protective, just as all onyx is. Very psychically protective too. So it's a good like protection piece to have in your home, but it's also a functional chess set. Isn't that cool? So yeah, I mean, perfect holiday gift. If you know someone who loves chess, they would never guess that you spent $399. I would guess that you spent at least $1,000 on that. Wouldn't you say? I mean, even after all that we've seen in the world, I would not guess that you spent $399 on that. So congratulations. Yeah, my drum is his conch shell. He thumps me like that one more time, and I'm going to start screaming. And that's just how it's going to go for you, everybody. We're going to work out our marital problems right here live with you on the Sage Goddess Gem Show.
Sorry, what?
So congratulations. Yeah, I'm not a chess player either, but I have such an appreciation for the artistry of it. You just don't see stuff like that very often. I've seen chess sets. I've never seen one like this. I saw a pure onyx set in Tucson a couple of years ago, but it did not have inlaid malachite. So, I know. Isn't it really, really neat? I think the green really makes it pop, don't you? Because against the black and the red and the white of that onyx, the green is really magnificent. Sherry wants to know who's winning.
It's a tie.
The people in his head are winning.
I think the advantage is white.
So congratulations! I think we have one more, if anyone would like one, and so we'll leave that right there for you. Yeah, very, very neat. Okay. All right, darling. So let's move that along and move that along.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Getting carried away.
You're in Las Vegas, Karen Young? Lucky Ducks. We usually go to Vegas, once or twice a year, and have not been in was it since Carolyn's anniversary that we've been in Las Vegas? We've been since then, right?
No, that's.
Yeah, some of our friends had their anniversary party there a couple years ago, but that was like 3 years ago. Anyway, we love Las Vegas. Anywhere where I can stay up all night and play blackjack and tell people to go away from my table because their
I'm
energy's
gonna
not
show
good.
this next one
It's a party.
because I keep looking back and I kind of see through it and I think I'm gonna.
Yeah, this is a rad piece.
I feel like I'm
I
gonna
do want you
forget.
guys to see this piece. I have the matching piece here in my crystal room. This is 2 of 2. So Nicole, it's a great question. She's asking how you pay. So welcome, first of all. You're gonna get an invoice tomorrow, emailed to you for anything that you purchased tonight. And when the team tells you what it is and how much it is, you can comment sold. You have to have an account at sagegoddess.com, but you don't have to have it right now. So when you're done, though, if you buy anything tonight, make sure you go to sagegoddess.com and set up your account.
Paige, I'm really sorry I didn't think of that. I should have used the tiny hands to play chess tonight. That would have been awesome. Oh,
Did you guys know that we sent the tiny hands with people's
they saw.
orders from the last sale? I loved seeing all the pictures online of people opening their packages and then picking out the really freaky little plastic hand and stuff. And then they took pictures of the things that they bought with the little tiny hand holding it or whatever. It's creepy, but it's fun. Okay. Oh yeah, we got more for you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, like I said, this is 2 of 2. I have the matching piece to this. I think this one is prettier than mine. It's a little bit bigger than mine. This is etched selenite. It is so incredible, and it's beautiful on the front. It's also beautiful on the back. This is etched selenite. Look at that, you guys, on a base of amethyst. Now, these 2 minerals don't grow together like this. That is, they glue the selenite to the amethyst, but then they attach crystals around it. So it looks natural, but this is a pieced piece, right? They took the selenite, and now the selenite is from Brazil, and the amethyst is from Brazil. So these are Brazilian crystals, but they're pieced together. It is. It's like ice. It is one of the most beautiful things you'll ever see. And literally, the second that there were 2 of these, the second one is sitting up on my shelf. I don't even know what to say. It looks
It's
like
beautiful.
art. It
Yeah,
looks like
it
glass.
does.
People will not believe that that's a real stone. And the amount of etching on that selenite, so it's completely smooth on this side, but when you turn it around, it almost just feels good to touch it. I mean,
Yeah,
you
it's
can
neat.
feel the etchings on it. Isn't it incredible? Well, we got it here from Tucson, and we will ship it to you. I mean, we just have to be careful, but we wrap
Very
things.
carefully.
We wrap things like crazy people.
Very carefully.
So this one, do you know what number this one is, Dave?
Sure don't. I'm not
Okay.
proving very helpful. at the
It'd be good
moment.
if you could do that. I found it.
28.
10.25 inches. This one is, it's kind of a cool thing. 1111. $1,111 for magic.
It's beautiful.
Yeah,
It's just
I mean, that is a foot of magic. I will tell you, for me, it almost looks like it belongs underwater or something. Oh, that's cool. At first I thought it was just going to wash it out, but it's actually really cool. 1111. The markings on these are insane. When you get it, you're going to just be sitting there staring at it. And I'm responsible for this. I bought the 2 of them in Tucson, and we held on to the other piece. And then before we moved, we couldn't find it. And so we found it, and now it's here for you. So then whoever gets this, we're matchy-matchy.
Crazy, right?
Isn't that beautiful? I know. So selenite, the clear stone on top, is really good for clearing energy. It's the reason I wanted that piece in here. Because selenite clears everything around it, and it just brings this like beam of white light energy. And amethyst is, of course, peace, balance, and detoxification. So this is peace and clearing. Whatever room you put it in, it brings those energies to your space. Isn't that gorgeous? 1111. Yeah, so if you would like it, it's here. It's one of a kind. I don't have any more like that. I haven't even seen anything like that since. Isn't that cool? Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
All right, so
Citrine skulls, please.
citrine skulls.
And then after this, I would like to please do the Ganesha. Isn't it pretty? I know. We haven't done the charity piece tonight yet. And we haven't done the giveaway yet. So if you're still here, some of the best is yet to come. Okay. If you know citrine, then you know, first of all, it's getting harder to find. It is getting more expensive. This must be under S for skull. Huh? Yeah. Okay. I have about 40 pieces of these skulls. So if you want one tonight, you should be able to get one. They are the most beautiful skulls I've seen. Did you see the prices on these?
They're really, really good.
I thought the price was an accident.
Really, really good.
Okay. Even the biggest one is under $250.
Which?
For a 5-inch natural citrine skull. That would be good for the light stand.
Yeah. But I mean,
if you get one of these, whoever gets that one, there's only one, I will send you a light stand with it. Because you have to illuminate that. Look at that. Can you believe that?
how many are there? One? There's one.
There's one this size.
That's crazy. This should be like
that should be at least $500.
$500.
Yeah, it should be at least $500.
Yeah, that's.
I know. Morgan, because it was limited to begin with, darling, and they're not finding it. They found almost no citrine in the last year, and so what they did find, Morgan, try 5 to 10x the price from the same sources. And it's not, I mean, the price is going through the roof because they're not pulling as much material out. You can find heat-treated amethyst all day long, but you can't find natural citrine. So when these came in at this price, I was like shocked and really happy for you guys, because if you've ever wanted a citrine skull, I'm going to tell you, it's going to get harder to find one at a reasonable price. You'll still be able to find them, but you're not going to be able to find that for $249. So that one's $249. I only have one. That's the large, and I'll send that to you with a light stand so that you're ready to go. Isn't that beautiful? Citrine is the stone of wealth, prosperity, and abundance. It also heals the solar plexus chakra, which is your energy center of power, purpose, and personal will. It's like, I don't even know what to say other than just holy smokes. Nicole got the selenite with the amethyst base. Congratulations. They're incredible, guys. So that one is $249. The medium size is 3 to 3.5 inches. I have 25 of the medium. Those are $199. And then the small are 2 to 3 inches. I have 14 of those. Those are $144. $144 for 2 to 3 inches, $199 for 3 to 3.5 inches, $249 for 5 inches. There's no way that I could do that again. I don't think. I can't imagine it.
No, I can tell you absolutely.
And he and I are being honest with you, as the people dealing directly with the biggest exporters of citrine out of Brazil, because we know them personally, and they're like, it's not happening.
Nope.
So I think this was an accident, and you're just benefiting from it. But whoever gets that big one, I wouldn't sell it. I think you should keep it. You could probably sell it in a few years, though, for like $1,000. I'm not kidding.
Why? Don't.
Well, I'm just telling them. I mean, if you're a collector, you know, or maybe
you
people...
You keep it.
You'll regret if you sell it, because
exactly.
in 10 years, it's going to be worth what? In 15 years, I mean, it's not like the earth is... I mean, unless they find new pockets, which happens, but... You know what I mean? It's Brazil. It's Brazil. Citrine comes from a few places on this planet. It comes from Brazil. This is natural citrine. Sometimes when they can't find natural citrine, they heat treat amethyst, turns it gold, doesn't look like that. The other source of active citrine on the planet right now is the Republic of the Congo in Africa. Those are your two primary sources of natural citrine at this point on our beautiful planet Earth. Congratulations! I know! It's so exciting! Who got the big one?
I got the big one. You walked into that.
Every boy tells you it's the biggest.
Walked into that.
But again, so would I. It's the biggest. Okay, speaking of biggest, now this actually is a biggest story that I'm going to tell you. That was the bomb on the black. No, not on blue. Why was the large skull posted twice? I don't know. I just work here. Okay. I'm really excited to show you this too. And then we'll talk about some rings. Okay. Arvedzenite. Arveddsonite is one of the 5 most important stones for manifestation that you can work with. A lot of people ask me, what's the difference between arvedzenite and astrophyllite? Arvedzenite has blue flash in it. Astrophyllite has gold flash in it. So that's the number one way you can tell them apart. If you have two pieces of arvedzenite and astrophyllite next to each other and you can't tell them apart, you either have 2 pieces of arvedzenite or 2 pieces of astrophyllite. But they have 2 different colors of flash. So only the blue flash is for manifestation. And that's what this particular stone is. Now, before the sale, I was like, I'm just curious, like you. How much does a 4-inch arvedzenite sphere on Etsy go for? $500. There were 2 of them that I found, and they were both $500. You don't get arvedzenite spheres bigger than this. Remember what I told you about carnelian? It's kind of the same story with arvedzenite. You just don't find bigger pieces than that. It's hard to get big generators. It's hard to get big spheres. So 4 inches of arvedzenite is substantial in its size. These are under $250. If you're trying to manifest, you want an arvedzenite sphere because spheres radiate the energy in all directions. I only have 24 of these, so if you want one, you got to kind of be quick with your fingers. But I'm just telling you that so that you're not anxious about it, because I know it's a substantial price, but it's half of what other people are selling a 4-inch if you can find them. And that doesn't include shipping. So that's the other thing, is that we're shipping it to you for free. So that blue flash is the hallmark of arvedzenite. If this was a astrophyllite, it would have flash just like that, but it would be gold. So that's the primary difference, and that's how you know. So these are $249 a piece. I have 24 of them.
That's really good for that.
Yeah, it's amazing for that. And again, this is another one. If you're getting one, I would go on sagegoddess.com and grab yourself a velvet pillow. If you missed us last time, and Dave can show you, the little velvet pillows open. There's a little zipper on the side, and you can actually customize it to put your own other crystals in there. You can take out the little wheat pillow and put, a sachet of lavender or whatever else you would like.
Alma.
Or you can take your perfume. He loves Alma perfume.
I like Alma.
Here's your Alma.
Nice.
And you can pour your perfume in it, and it holds the scent. So your whole room will smell like Alma. At this point, I think I've put Alma in all of those little pillows. Did you see the Alma balm that we made? Look at the little jar that we ordered for it, and then that's the Alma balm.
That's nice.
Isn't that nice? I'm kind of obsessed with Alma.
Can I smell it?
Mm-hmm. Isn't that yummy? And then there's a little piece of morganite in there. Sorry, we're playing. Congratulations, you guys. Yeah, I'm happy for you. If you're getting one of those, that's super, super magic. Did you put your perfume in there, honey? Oh, I can smell it. He's an Alma's boy. I know. Dave does not like all scents. He really doesn't. He's very partial, and he likes Indian rose. There's a rose attar that I use that's in Alma, and it's in
This
Magica
and
Rosa.
Magica Rosa.
Those are
Thank you,
his
Magica
favorites.
Rosa.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I know how to get him going.
She knows how to get the boys to the yard.
You know, the boys with the biggest things. So congratulations. That's really cool. Make sure you go and get a pillow if you got one of those, though.
Are you ready?
Yep.
For the reveal?
Dun, 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 dun. Look how badass he is. He's so badass. Whatever, man. When he was sitting in the Amazon warehouse, that peacock did not know what was about to hit him.
Life
Oh, no
transformed overnight.
Hey, Ruchi, it's so good to hear that. Ruchi got Alma perfume today. Do you love it as much
Yeah,
as
it's
I do?
amazing,
It makes
right?
me so happy. It's one thing for me to say how amazing
Roxanne,
Alma is,
yeah.
but I love hearing you guys say it. It makes my heart so happy. Alma means a lot to me. Alma got your man moving too, Christina. I love that. Look at us. Yeah. Ooh, I like that too, Hillary. I didn't know it changes on you. Isn't that cool? Okay, so he's pretty badass right now because he's got dragon rings from Momo on his feet. Momo, if you're watching, look what we've done to you, my love.
Yeah, dude. Proud as a peacock.
We've really dropped your brand profile. Took a turn for the worse, darling.
Peacocks are badass when they got dragon feet.
Look at his face, though. He's like, I don't know about this.
All of a sudden, he looks like a real devil there.
He's like, I'm a really nice peacock. I don't know.
He really transformed.
Oh, God. Okay. So these are sterling silver dragons. These are Momo designs. I have 3 of them. These are large, guys. 11,
They're big.
11, 12, 13 and a half. Where are my lovies with larger fingers who need 11, 12, and 13 and a half? If you've been wanting to get a ring for your significant other, like Dave's fingers are in that size range. And it's hard for him because he can't wear a lot of the other rings that come through. Yeah, I think your smallest finger is like a 10, right? I mean, you can't wear a small rings. Your fingers are the biggest there are. Look at that. Look at his triple dragon. That's kind of hot. Fierce, man. Isn't that cool? Oh, yeah. These are all the same price. Obviously, they're all the same weight. They're just slightly different sizes. Here's what Momo offered. Dragons are legendary reptilian creatures that occur in many cultures around the globe from the earliest times. They're considered to be a connection to the celestial energies as they fly to the heavens, while also being guardians of hidden treasures and occasional fair maidens in caves deep underground. This monster piece is definitely not shy and takes some attitude to wear it. It's crafted from sterling silver in Bali, and with the Mercurius name and logo to guarantee authenticity, darling. Isn't that cool?
I got a stagger on
So these are $245, and I have one size 11, one size 12, one size 13 and a half. They could really injure someone, and honestly, Hillary, I think that's the point. Oh my god. Oh my god.
That's as good as it gets, folks. Yeah. Wait till my stand-up routine is revealed next month on DVD.
Oh my god. He was gonna put fire?
No, they got it. You don't have to. You don't have to narrate it. I think they got where I was going with that.
I don't even know what to say. That was a new low.
Was it really?
Yeah, I mean, I think like the weird fire and it didn't work.
Was it?
It was a fail. I can't. But I do feel better.
Don't act like you ain't impressed.
This boy is on fire. Can I do it?
No. We're good.
All right. So anyway, Momo's dragon ring for all my dragon lovers. Yeah, baby. The dragon's on fire. Yeah, I know. We need the small. Well, but this I thought was good because so many of you need the larger sizes, and we never have them. So I kind of thought this would be a good one for those of you who are in that larger size range. But, you know, yeah. This can be sized down. It can, because it's a complex ring on the top, but if you look at the back, it's a very simple silver band. And so any good jeweler can cut that through. Do you know what I did with one of Momo's rings? So I want to inspire you. What I had my jeweler do, I had my jeweler split it and then just polish it so I could make it adjustable.
Did Barbara just get discounted?
Barbara's now $4.99. Or actually, I think you were already $3.99, so I think we had to take you down to $1.99.
I thought it was $9.99.
Oh!
Wait a minute. Seriously.
Let me help
lower and lower and lower.
Honestly, Sherry, SOS, man. This is what pandemic has done to us. Christy Wise, how are you, darling? She said, "How do we play? How do we pay? How do we play? We're already playing." So if you shop tonight and you get something, like Team SG just said, comment sold dragon ring. So if you wanted this, you would say sold dragon ring $245, and then you'll get an invoice tomorrow. The main thing is if you want to shop, go ahead and shop now, but right when we're done, make sure you go to sagegoddess.com and set up your account page and put your YouTube handle in there, because
create an account.
That's how we invoice you.
If you don't have one already, you gotta make one.
You know, Maribel, I'm sure you probably have a partner too who sometimes is on the 99 cent. And listen, there are days where I can barely...
Am I day old bread? I'm day old bread.
There are days where I can barely earn $1. You know, people would be like, I'm good. You keep her.
Keep her.
Keep her. I need my Ganesha, please, darling. Okay. Oh, I love Ganesha. And if you go like this with him, then you get the party. This is one of the most beautiful carved Ganeshas in labradorite. Our daughter likes to party. This is one of the coolest carved labradorite Ganeshas I've ever seen. Ganesha is the Hindu god of overcoming obstacles, and labradorite is the stone of new growth, new beginnings, new possibilities, and it's carved on the back, as all good carvings are. In India, they tend to put a flower on the back, which I love. 5 is the number of wealth, so there's 5 petals. And so Ganesha helps you overcome all the obstacles, and I've never seen one as golden as him. Can you kind of go this way with it? Up, down? So when you turn him down, he's all blue, and then when you lift him up, he's all gold. I've just never seen anything like that before. And guess what? You can't buy it because I'm giving it away. This is a $500, $4.99 carved Ganesha that somebody's just going to win right now. So if you want it, say yes, or me, or please, or holy shit, or whatever you need to say. And I'm going to choose a winner. But I'm going to give you a minute to say yes to it. How many of you need to overcome an obstacle? Maybe there's something, I don't know, maybe you can't figure out how to overcome obstacles to health, or obstacles to wealth, or obstacles to in your relationship, or I don't know. So I'm giving it away. You can't buy it.
But I did buy it.
They can't buy it. We bought it for you. I know. It's crazy today, giving big things away. It's the biggest one I've ever seen. I'm just kidding, it's not.
That's the theme. That's tonight's theme, huh?
It is. Okay. I'm excited to see who Spirit leads me to for this. It seems like you guys are excited. All right, Spirit, guide my hand here. Guide me, guide me, guide me here. I get a little feeling when I find the right person. Isn't it amazing? Ooh. Let's see. It's so sweet. If I had enough, I'd give one to everybody, because you all deserve it. I know. Aileen said, "I'm my own obstacle, girl. You and I are kindred spirits." Let's see. Okay. I felt a little bit of a tingle. I just want to make sure I've looked at all your comments. Okay. This one. Okay. I've come back to you 3 times. So I know this is supposed to go to you. Nicole Bree.
B-R-E-E.
Nicole Bree. I just felt that tingle up my spine. I know that piece belongs to you. What I'm sensing from your spirit guides, Nicole, is whatever this is, you can tell me if this is accurate. Whatever this is, there is something that has to be resolved now. Like it feels like it's between now and June, first half of this year. And I almost feel like I want to cry when I don't know what that is for you, but I can feel the energy of it. This piece I think is meant to guide you so that you make the right decision in whatever this Jan to June thing is that you're going through. There's other factors at play, the guys are saying, but whatever this one thing is, it's like requires some additional support and assistance. So my intention for you, Bree, or Nicole, we have a Bree in our community too, and it's hard for me to focus on Nicole and Bree at the same time. Whatever that issue is for you, Nicole, my intention for you is that piece is gonna almost like untangle that knot so that it's clearer for you what decision you need to make so that you can move forward and heal. So I wish that for you. Cheers to you. After June, there's an interesting opening in your energy field. Something is going to shift for you right after, I think, summer solstice. So anyway, I dropped into your energy field just a little bit there, but I'm so grateful that this piece is connecting with you and you're connecting with it. And yeah, and I'm excited for you because I feel like the back half of this year, there's either good news coming or it's just, it looks like open doors after June. So something is going to shift and you'll make some progress there. Mwah. Enjoy. Cheers, cheers, cheers. Okay.
So I brought everything else down here
Okay.
that we have, and we've got about 20 minutes left.
Okay.
So
That yellow hematoid point. Okay, I want to show that really quick. Can you show that to them?
Well, how about we save that?
Well, that's okay. It's important, but we do have to get to it tonight.
All right. That's
Okay.
fine. Well, sure.
So this piece is super special to my heart. I had such a connection with this piece today. It doesn't belong to me. It belongs to one of you, but it's absolutely beautiful. It's one of the only double terminated golden healer points I've ever seen with black tourmaline in it. I don't know if you've seen that combination before. I have not. Golden Healer Yellow Hematoid Quartz is a stone that really strengthens the solar plexus and also can be a really powerful healer of the digestive system. This one is multi-terminated on both ends. This is like beyond a double terminated point, and then it's striated with black tourmaline for protection. Isn't this cool? I only have one of these. It is $399, and it's our charity item for tonight. Isn't that cool? Because I thought, you know, we always choose the charity item that we do, and if you're new, whoever buys this, all of their money goes to the charity of their choice. And if you ever want to know where we've given, we have a give back page on our website where you can see. I think a charity could really use protection and strength right now. You know what I mean? So anyway, whoever buys this, your money isn't going to us. Your money is going to a charity that you choose. So it's kind of like winning twice when you think about it. A lot of things come with free fuzz because we have a cat. Doesn't it look like a castle? Isn't it beautiful? So $399 for one of the coolest crystals I think I've ever seen. I know. So I'm excited. Whoever gets that one, yeah, baby. That is a piece and a half. Isn't that cool?
That's a rad piece.
Yeah, enjoy. I was really excited to do that one tonight, and I think it's the perfect charity item, don't you? It's at 11:11 in Australia right now. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers, darling.
How about these
Cheersing
little
you.
pendants? You want to show these next?
Yeah, we've got a lot of really cool jewelry and wands. So we're you ready for lightning round?
Semi-light.
Thank you for that. You guys are the best too. I'll tell you something. Giving back is a secret to success. I don't know anybody who's really successful who doesn't give back. You have to. It puts good energy back into the field, and you have to do it with an open heart. It's very important. So thank you for helping us give back. We really appreciate it.
Number 15.
Okay, 15 is, yeah, here we go. Now you guys are going to lose your mind for these. This is phenakite. Phenakite is not a member of the Synergy 12, but it should be. I'm writing about a new Synergy 12 right now, and phenakite's on my list of the most important spiritual development stones that you can work with. Phenakite, I call it the spiritual fast forward button. Okay, I have 21 of these. They are under $100. Can you believe that? For a terminated phenakite crystal in sterling silver, open on the back. This is actually a large phenakite crystal. Phenakite tends to be very small, where you like almost can't see it.
Yeah.
So if you are on the spiritual fast track, or want to be, or if you're wanting to move the process forward, if you want to work with what I think is one of the most powerful crystals on the planet, phenakite is pretty much it. Isn't that cool? And it's done in a really nice setting too. It's a beefy setting for a little crystal, but that's a powerhouse crystal right there. Yeah, I know. It should be. Isn't it cool? Right, Maruta? I mean, for what it is, it's a bigger piece. So I have 21 of these. They're $98 a piece, ready go. This is another one of those. It should be $200 for phenakite and sterling silver. I mean, you probably couldn't even get the phenakite crystal terminated like that for $99. So to have a full pendant, custom made holding it, is pretty incredible. And I'll tell you, most of us feel so strongly about phenakite. It's more powerful in many ways than diamond. Even though diamond is very, very powerful, I had 21 of those. So congratulations if you're getting one. That was one of the stars of the show. It's a little star, but it's a big star at the same time. Oh, Jennifer, Jane, you made my night. I really appreciate that. We have so much fun with you, and I genuinely, I'm sure you can probably tell, I love teaching. I just get such a kick out of sharing my passion for crystals with you, because it really is a passion. I'm obsessed, and I love bringing you beautiful things and then teaching you why they matter. So thank you for being here too. The detail on the carvings,
16.
yeah, of these, you guys are insane. These are carvings of Saint Michael. Isn't that cool? Oh yeah, baby. Ultimate protection amulet here. These were carved by the monk. These are monk necklaces. So my friend Valko goes to Bali, and he has a jeweler that he works with who's also a priest. And the priest makes each one of these pieces by hand in sterling silver in 18K, as you can see, and literally does every bit of the fine detail by hand in meditation. It takes weeks. I've never seen quartz carved so small, carved like that. And look at the tendrils of sterling silver, how they come down over the wings. Is this magnificent? Now, I will tell you, there's three. There's one that has an amethyst. There's one that does not have a stone, I think, Dave.
I only see 2. Where's the third?
Oh, maybe it was there and I didn't pull it out.
Okay.
So there's one that was slightly larger, right? But it does not have a stone, I think. Is that right?
It's smaller, or the same size without a stone.
Okay. So there's one with an amethyst and one without a stone. So the one with the amethyst is slightly more expensive. The one without a stone is slightly less expensive. So you can choose. And there's one on the next page there. So yeah, but you're saying you don't have that, so. Oh. Because that one had a ruby, and I didn't see that one in the mix there. What are you nudging to?
What?
Oh, I thought you went like that, like looking at something.
Just
okay.
Brain off
Oh, okay. So the one with the amethyst is $6.99, and the one without the top stone is $6.39. $6.99, $6.39 for St. Michael amulets. And this, you guys, you must see how it looks. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, there's hardly any room because I've got a traffic jam on my chest. I got a lot of jewelry going on. But you can wear that one high or you can wear that one low. What I love is it's stuck in my hair.
Comes with purple hair.
Look what is happening to me right now. That's what's touching your skin. Isn't that beautiful? It's all the angelic carvings of those wings on the back. So it's constant skin contact with that quartz. Isn't that beautiful? I'm so excited if you get one.
Is the other one just like this, but with
Yeah, it's the same thing, but with ruby. Do you want to?
Yeah, I say,
Okay.
because there's a bunch of people that wanted it, but we only had 2.
We have one with a ruby, but I don't have it here to show you.
So if you're
Do you want to go
interested-
ahead and say yes to it? It's the same as the amethyst one, but it has a little ruby on top, and it's the same price as the amethyst.
Yeah, so that's why. So it's just like this, but it's a ruby instead of an amethyst.
And it's $6.99. So if you want to say yes to ruby, I just don't have it here to show you, but we do have it. You've seen his pieces with ruby before, right? It's a really nice ruby. It's not a little shitty ruby. It's a really nice, high quality ruby. Welcome in, Erin Thompson. Lovely to see you. Anything for me in your little black bag? No, I got that. I have a few things still, a few tricks up my sleeve. So congratulations if you got St. Michael amulets. Beautiful, beautiful protection. I'm glad that it looks like someone will claim the ruby piece too. His stuff, the energy, there's nothing like it. So I'm really happy for you. The last of our pendants tonight, we'll just do kind of a quick lightning round here.
Well,
These
we do
are,
have the one.
yeah, because we have a couple. This is opal. This is blue opal from Peru. We had a couple pieces for you before. Remember we had the Ganesha and the blue opal. Holy smokes! We have dragons tonight. We have 4 pendants. We have 1 small, 1 medium, and 2 large. So Dave kind of put them in size order for you. Can you tilt the camera? There we
Yeah, sorry.
go. So that is what Peruvian blue opal looks like. Blue opal is a stone of transformation in service of authentic truth. So this is about becoming more of you. Who you are, what you are in your heart, and your soul, and your spirit. Aren't they gorgeous? These are hand carved in Bali, all set in sterling silver. A lot of you have dragon medicine that you're working on right now. So I'm sure this is resonating with you. And then it's got the Tree of Life design on the back. Isn't that gorgeous? Holy smokes. So the small is $3.98, the medium is $4.98, and I have 2 larges that are $5.98. And that's all there is for carved blue opal dragon pendants. Aren't they beautiful? And these are seriously, I would probably get the small just because it's, for me that's about the size I like to wear. But the large is not too large. This is the largest size, this is the smallest size. Aren't they beautiful? Look at the color. Dave's camera's better, but I love how it's green on the back. Kind of a sparkly green too. That's really cool. The intricacy of the carving, you guys.
It's impressive.
Is insane. Like I don't know if you can really see that, but it's mesmerizing. If camera work was my job, I'd get fired. We'll find another job for you, Athena. Congratulations. I had an employee when we were first starting, and she wasn't really good at a lot of the different things that we did, but I really liked her. So every day she would come. This was when I was still in my house, and every day she would come and she would work on something, and I'd be like, at the end of the day, like, and then I'd go, come back tomorrow. We'll try you on pouring perfume, see how that goes. And then she would try to pour perfume and spill it everywhere, and I'd be like, well, come back tomorrow. We'll try you on packaging. Maybe you're really good at she'd come, and because I just loved her, right? And the next day she'd come back, and I'd be like, organizing supplies? Like, what can I pay you to do? I don't know. Anyway, congratulations, you guys. Amber Taylor got the small blue opal pendant. Love it. Gabrielle got the medium. Love, love, love it. You need lapis. We haven't had as much lapis.
Not recently. There's some challenges.
There's challenges in the
Getting
region, pandemic related. So we're working on it. Pakistan and India have been hit really hard.
Really hard.
And they're still getting hit hard.
India's near another lockdown.
Yeah, and as you know, Europe is locking down too. We're actually, for the first time, a little bit ahead of the game in the U.S. Hate to say that, it's scary.
We are, yeah.
Unless you're in Michigan, and then you guys are all sorts of screwed up. Okay, so we have 2 pendants left, 2 wands, and a sphere.
Why don't we show the sphere?
Let's do a sphere, because I'm going to tell you something, and I think, show the black light on that flower agate.
Get the camera situated fast.
I was kind of asking you to test it. I wasn't asking you to like set it all up, but okay.
Oh. I'm not supposed to.
Yeah, it does, because it does fluoresce a little bit. It's not a ton, but it's cool,
Yeah.
because there's certain parts of it that show up. This is flower agate from Madagascar, and I love flower agate. I have a sphere of my own here at the house. It was I bought it for myself in Tucson a couple of years ago because I'm obsessed with cherry blossoms, as you might know. Like today we had cherry blossom bath salt. Isn't that cool? Did you see cherry blossom bath salts? Cherry blossom is one of my favorite perfumes I ever made. I made a fresh batch and we made bath salts with it that are in the shop today because I love cherry blossoms. They're all blooming here in Southern California. I actually imported sakura cherry blossoms from Japan to put in your bath salts. There's actual cherry blossoms from Japan in there. Isn't that cool? So to me, this looks like cherry blossoms. Flower agate is one of the most delicate, gentle, tender stones. I call it the come back to yourself stone. It's a reminder of who you are at your core. It reminds you of the beauty in the world, and it's about blooming in your own space in your own time. It doesn't look like cherry blossoms. Those of you in DC or on the East Coast who've got your cherry blossoms right now, or those of you who've been to Japan and seen them, or if you're in Southern California or Northern California, we get our own cherry blossoms out here. Aren't they gorgeous? So these are flower agate spheres. We have 37 of the small, and we have 23 of the medium. They're all under $50. So if you haven't gotten something yet tonight and you feel connected to that stone, I'm going to tell you I am obsessed with flower agate. I just love it so much. So I have 37 of the small. They're $39, 2.5 inches. There is a cool pocket there, but I wanted you guys to really focus on that side. And then look at the line down here. Look at that. That's growth interference, right? Do you see it? It's like, what caused that growth to stop and start there? I'm fascinated by geology. And then, and it would look cool on the light stand too, I think. And then the medium of the flower agate spheres, I have 23. They're 3 inches. They're $49. Let me grab this one. I'm going to get it because I wanted to see it on there. Now that's cool. Isn't that neat? That becomes like a little nightlight for you. It's like a nightlight of love. Isn't that neat? Yeah, I think it's so cool. We have those light stands at sagegoddess.com. So if you got one of those spheres and you want one of those, you can head over to sagegoddess.com and grab one. The code is spring19 today for 19% off the website. Yeah, congratulations, you guys. I'm glad you love it as much as I do. I really do. It's one of my favorite things.
Ooh, ooh.
That's payback time right
Oh,
there.
yeah. That's called being married for a long time. Payback.
I've
Get you
been
back.
married forever.
Insert long sigh.
Insert exhausted exhale. Okay. We love you guys too. Okay. Now, only 4 items left in the sale. You ready? This is, I think this is the one that has the, it has Moldavite. This is a wandlet. This is number 36. This is quartz with Moldavite, and it is double terminated, and that is a little cut and faceted Moldavite right there in the middle. Do you see that? Oh, that's a gorgeous cut on that Moldavite. Now, Moldavite is one of the Synergy 12. Just like Libyan Tektite was a result of a meteoric collision, so was Moldavite. That meteor crashed outside the Moldau Valley in Czechoslovakia 21 million years ago. And it's becoming impossible to get.
Yep.
And part of it is how much is left, and then part of it is they're kind of cracking down and not exporting as much. So we're not really sure exactly what's happening with Moldavite right now. But
winter. There's winter.
it's ice.
So right now it's winter there.
Yeah.
It's COVID there.
Yeah.
The government is cracking down. They don't want people exporting it. And they're short on supply. So it's like
a bad trifecta.
It's just a bad mix.
I think we got the price wrong, but I'm going to go with it. So if you want this, get ready to type. It's under $250. Usually the ones with Moldavite are more. That's a Lemurian quartz. Those are both Lemurian quartz points, by the way. $245. Woo! Pretty cool, right? Isn't that beautiful? I agree with you, Brittany James. I think it's so pretty. But I'm a Moldavite person. I just love it. I love wearing it. I love working with it. I think Moldavite may be the philosopher's stone. You know what that is? You know, what the alchemists were always searching for that was powerful enough to transform base metals to gold. You know, it's always been this this kind of ongoing debate. Was it a real stone, or was it a real material, or was it a spell, or was it an energy, or whatever? But there is a real philosopher's stone. Part of me feels like it's Moldavite. So congratulations. I wish we had more of those, but we don't, unfortunately. So congratulations to the winner. And then this one, only one of these two. This is the Guardian Angel. She's the Guardian of Peace. Look at her little pearl up there. Isn't she cute? That is a double terminated Brazilian amethyst point with a sweet little freshwater pearl on the top to represent the arrival of your dreams. Isn't that pretty? That's the back, and then that's the front. That's all done in 925 sterling and made by hand. Same person who does the wands, by the way, and same person who just did the wandlet. This is $195. She's 2.5 inches long, this one. It is beautiful. This one is not Veracruz. No, this is Brazilian. But it's so clear that I see where you're going with that. Veracruz terminates slightly differently and has different markings and etchings than Brazilian quartz does, right? You think so, Christina G? It's just a theory I have, but it's been my consistent theory for a while. Yeah. Isn't she pretty? No, it's a sweet little guardian. Reminds me of my grandmother, but that was her birthstone and her name was Pearl. So I felt my grandmother's energy around that piece today. So whoever gets it, I hope you feel her energy too. Congratulations. Really sweet. Okay. Moldy Wandlet. I love you, Annette. We have some star of the show wands tonight. This one, and they're both so angelic, I have to say. This one is such a springtime wand. That is a hand-carved rose quartz flower. Isn't that beautiful? And I love how he just so organically, connected that flower to the wand and then put the spray of the prongs down the back. And then as you move up, you have what's called Paraiba topaz. It's this really beautiful turquoise colored topaz. And then you have a mystic topaz. Then as you move up, you have an aqua aura point that he has kind of connected above a quartz cluster. And of course the stations have flowers. And then as you move up, same thing. If you can move up just a little bit toward that, again, that Paraiba topaz with the mystic, and then it's got rose quartz on the top. So this is truth, strength, and love. Truly. It's a priestess of truth and love wand. I've never seen him do an aqua aura point like that over
rose,
the cluster.
or the flower.
Yeah, me too. That cherry blossom energy is there.
How he wrapped it.
This one is $899. It's all done in sterling silver. If you're not familiar with these wands are like jewelry, and you'll have it forever. So, isn't that gorgeous? Mystic topaz is like an aura treated topaz. It's a permanent treatment. And it is the fusion under high temperature, so it is kind of very similar to aura, what they call the mystic. You don't see very much of it anymore. Most of the mystic he uses in his pieces is old stock. Mystic topaz was kind of a thing, you know, a couple of decades ago, but they don't make it as much anymore. Isn't that pretty? So come on, priestess of love, strength, and truth. I know, I've got your wand over here. So congratulations, truly, truly. And then the last item of the show, last item tonight. This one's really cool. This has something in it called Mount Shasta Opal. Do you see that center piece? The frequency of Mount Shasta Opal connects the crown and base chakras, helping you to integrate higher energies into your physical body. This process helps you to become more emotionally balanced, as one is able to have greater understanding of one's life experiences and then look upon them as being part of your overall growth. This wand brings awareness of all that changes and all that remains the same.
You see a little heart.
Isn't that beautiful? So, are those? Yeah, those are turquoise with pyrite cabochons, right, Dave?
Yeah.
Can you see closer?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so those are Campitos turquoise cabochons from Mexico. You've got a gold dragonfly there. There's that Mount Shasta Opal, which I had never seen before, right? And then you have Aqua Aura on the top and bottom. So this is a double terminated wand. I know. There is something about that Shasta Opal. I wish I had more of it. He doesn't have more of it. I don't have it. It's so if you get this wand, you really have the
It's
only
got an
piece.
interesting texture too.
I've never seen it before.
It's fascinating.
Isn't that cool? So this one, last item of the show, is... This is a little more expensive, but that stone is rare. This one is $1,099. But again, Campitos turquoise cabochons, impossible to find. Campitos turquoise is turquoise that comes from Mexico, and it's pyritized. So it's got these veins of pyrite through it that really you don't find anywhere else outside of that. It's Sonoran. It comes from the northern part of Mexico, which I love, Sonora. So it's super, super beautiful. And then that Shasta Opal, like I said, is just so magnificent and unique. And I think you chose the right terminations. I like the Aqua Aura with it. Isn't that gorgeous? Ah. Shasta. Congratulations if you're getting that piece. That is a piece and a half. It's a piece and 3/4. It's the biggest one I ever saw. It's the biggest Shasta Opal I ever saw. No, that's really true, because it's also the only one I've ever seen. Any leftovers? I don't know, but I'll tell you. So a couple things.
Yeah, so
First of all, thank you for being here tonight.
Yeah.
I did not feel good when we started. I feel
feel
so
better
much
now?
better now. I knew I would. You guys are healers all. Thank you for bringing your sweet cutie pie face and energy and beauty to this space. I'm very grateful to you. Dave is too. We always love being with you. Thank you for continuing to do this with us from home a year later. I don't think he knew. I miss you, Alexis. I still do. I miss you, Hannah. I will look forward to it when we get to do it together again. We're going to be home for doing this, though, for a little while here, so I hope you're enjoying it. Anything that you bought tonight, you're going to get an invoice tomorrow.
Should be tomorrow, if not the next day.
Tomorrow or Thursday. Please make sure, if you haven't set up your account at sagegoddess.com, go and do that right after when we're done here so that you don't forget, because otherwise we can't invoice you and you won't get your goodies. You have 24 hours to pay your invoice, so please make sure you pay promptly when you receive your invoice. Everything will be mailed to you next week. We do this every other Tuesday from 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific time, so if you liked it, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. I hate having to tell you that, but it's really important, but that way you'll get notifications. I am teaching, I have other things to tell you about, so don't run away just yet. I am teaching a free, that's me. That's weird. I'm teaching a free, how do I do that? I don't want to show you my picture. Okay,
I don't know.
it's weird. I'm teaching a free chakra development class.
Is that how you wanted it?
No! Hit you in the face. Okay. Okay.
There you go.
I'm teaching a free chakra development class on Thursday, April 22nd. I'm teaching you about the development of humans and their chakra system. It's a really important class. It's kid friendly. So bring your babies or your nieces and nephews or whatever. So creepy. Nah.
Don't know what to do with my hands.
Just put them down. I forgot what I was talking about. QuadPay. Yes, you can use QuadPay on your invoice. Somebody had asked that. So if you want to separate your invoice into 4 payments over 6 weeks at no interest, if
Or
you're in
PayPal credit.
or if you're in the U.S., if you're not in the U.S., you can use PayPal credit to do the same thing. That my class is going to be on YouTube, so that's why it's important to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Sage Goddess. It's also on our event page. If you go to our main Facebook page, there's an events section, and you can click an RSVP there, and the link is there for you as well. Please feel free to invite a friend if you know somebody who would like to learn about the chakras, because like I said, it's a free class. What else? Crystal Masters, we are meeting tomorrow for my online crystal healing class. This one doesn't have a picture of me.
Oh, man.
I teach a really fun dynamic crystal healing class, and tomorrow we're doing a lot of hands-on healing. You can go to sagegoddess.com/programs to learn more about that and join. If you join tonight, you can be in class tomorrow. This is Petros, the peacock, and he's been very happy to be here with us tonight. We had so much fun with you. And I think that's it. Did I miss anything?
No.
So anything that's left from tonight's sale will be on the event page, and you can still go and comment sold, and they will invoice you tomorrow. So right after the sale, Hannah and Alexis go, they tally up anything that's left, and they actually post that on the event page, and then you can comment sold. So you might want to check back there in the next hour or so if you like, oh, I wonder if there's any of the St. Michael pennants, or I wonder if there's any of this or any of that. You'll be able to find everything that's left there. And in the meantime, have a great rest of your night. We really, really appreciate you. Thank you, Team SG, for staying, as always.
Thanks, Team SG.
And I will see you tomorrow for Crystal Masters. I can't wait.